All I'm saying is this. How about you wipe that paint off your face and then see if you still got that same confidence when you talk to me? 99% of you women won't. Y'all be chasing a woman that's running from you.
Come on, champ.
You supposed to be picking the one that's looking at you.
Come on, champ.
When you do that, you don't even need game because she gonna do everything you need. My uncle told me, stop looking at that bitch that you want and start looking at that little funny looking bitch in the corner that's looking at you because that woman finna do everything for you. The value that a woman brings to the table makes her bad to me. So the looks ain't even gonna be the first thing. Y'all put that before everything. I'm putting what a woman's doing for me before everything. I hate to say it, but I'ma say it. You gotta get you a new broad because the old broad you got is always gonna try to treat you how you used to be. And dudes always choosing some bum broad to fuck with. What do that make you? Okay. A woman don't respect, but what she's forced to respect.
Man, you know who it is. You know what it is. Some late night game. The Goldie Hour. You know what I think? I'm set on that name. Might change it later, but right now I'm set on it. About to drink some of my protein. You know, I'm back in my mode right now, man. I'm back in my mode. This right here, you know, a young lady before I went on my cruise, you know, just went to see her. He said, hey, I got you something. Because on cruises, apparently you can't, they don't give you straws. Something about the ecosphere, whatever. She said, because I know that, I got you a pack of reusable straws, titanium straws you can give to you and your son and your family. She got me some motion sickness patches, binoculars, just real thoughtful, just a random thing she just gave to me. Deal with women who are thoughtful. You know, they thinking about you, not for points, but because they genuinely care. You know, I ain't known this woman long at all. So I'm going to use this straw for my protein. I don't even know how this works. Let me see. Self-cleaning too. But the reason that I use a straw for my protein, because if you can't see, I went permanent on them. If you can't see, if y'all didn't see when I got my moles done by Johnny Dang at my event in Los Angeles, the Famous and Wealthy event, Johnny Dang came on stage, took my moles. Let me know if y'all can see it from there. Give me 1 second. I almost didn't jump on tonight. Give me 1 second. I almost didn't jump on tonight. We gonna get into it though. I'm gonna have some of y'all call in today. Maybe we can get a couple ladies on here to call in like they have in the past. We just gonna kick it tonight though. Yeah, see my protein, no sugar, unflavored, pasture raised, only the best I put in my body. Which camera are we on? This one, all right. Let me see if y'all can see these. Just had to show y'all. Nah, they permanent cut. I would never go permanent. I'm a chameleon. I like to be in different environments and be able to be whoever I want to be. So I don't have any tattoos. So they put permanent cuts in it so they look like they permanent, but they're not actually permanent. Come on now, I'm not a fucking fool. Damn, I'm cussing too soon in the stream. Tony Juarez, man, with the first super chat. Let's get this thing started. The value of that tools video, P. Just copped a new 5.0 that I wanted. Also extremely motivating to watch you treat your family to a trip. All white, doing God's work and staying game related. Shout out to you. Tony Juarez, shout out to you with the first super chat of the night. The tools video, I talk about tools a lot and how important they are Which tools video exactly? Explain to me which one you're talking about. A broad tried to flex on me that she got a dude to pay for her Uber and date. What do you mean, Uber and date? Until we get some super chats in here, don't call in yet. But anyway, let me just go ahead and start with this right here. I'm gonna start with this one. Right, I said give her rules for respect. A lot of guys don't have respect in their household. Well, did you ever clarify what you expect from a woman? If a woman is out in this world as it is today with all the suckers out here, they let her do what she wants, when she wants, how she wants, and talk to him however, move however. So if that's her experience, when she comes to you, you have to set the boundaries of what the expectations of respect are, and you don't do that. So you're setting yourself up for failure and a lot of arguments. I tell a woman like this: we're going to have a lot of misunderstandings until we get an understanding. But once we get an understanding, we shouldn't have no more misunderstandings. I'm not going to fault you for what you don't know. But once I tell you what it is, now I expect you to meet that standard. See, when a woman comes into my household, see, in the game, when a woman comes into your household, you're supposed to lace her A to Z. And if you don't lace her A to Z, it's consequences and repercussions that could transpire. So I take all the same frameworks and use it in regular life. In your household, when you get a woman, when she comes into your life, you need to lace her A to Z so you don't have any misunderstandings. And respect has to be key, because these women talk to these dudes crazy. I don't understand it. There's no woman of mine, and this is no bullshit, there is no woman of mine that would ever even raise her voice at me. It does not happen, because the equivalent to a woman raising her voice at me is equivalent to a woman slapping you. I take it as that much disrespect, and I'm going to treat it as such. But that's the standard. What is your standard? When a woman comes into your household, do you let her know, listen, respect to me is everything? We can have an issue and you can talk to me about it, but you will only talk to me about it and bring it to me in a respectful manner. You know, when she kind of texts you with a little attitude, you don't even engage. You stop her there and say, listen, how you came at me is all the way out of bounds. So I'm going to need you to reevaluate what you said and how you said it and put it in a respectful manner before I can even compute what you're talking about. Little things. And then you let her know, hey, when it's time to leave this situation, if for any reason you want to leave, do it in a respectful way. Don't keep my car. Don't do a bunch of weird stuff. If you're ready to leave, I expect you to leave like a woman in a respectful way. Because if you get disrespectful, I'm going to be forced to get just as disrespectful, and my disrespect is 100 times worse than yours. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to let that woman know, hey, listen, leave respectfully, be respectful. Because sometimes when a woman knows that you're not going to stoop to her level, hey, she going to do whatever. My uncle told me one time, hey, man, if the woman pisses in a chair, she got to know you willing to shit on the floor. And I said this once before, she played with you because she knows she can. She know you. Hey, man, what does the bully at school do? He beats up on a person who doesn't fight back. That's why these women do this and do that and do that, because what you going to do? You just going to sit there. Hey, bitch, I ain't that big of a nigga that you thought I was. So try that shit with me. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even want to take it there. That's not even where you go with it, though. Right? Respect for the manner of respect, because I respect myself and I'm going to respect you. And just setting the law down in the beginning, you're never going to scream at me. You're never going to overtalk me. We're never going to argue. And we're damn sure never going to argue in public and ruin my image. You're always going to maintain an image no matter what we're going through or what happens. You wait until we get home to talk to me about it. You know, you don't come in here pouting. I want a woman, not a little girl. You're never going to come to me pouting and whining like a little girl. I don't acknowledge that. You're never going to raise your voice at me. You're damn sure you already know better than to raise your hand at me. Right. And if anything, and you feel like something's going to happen where you can't control yourself, then what you need to do is remove yourself from the situation. That is the expectation when I meet you. I will not argue with you. I will not have you try to overtalk me. You will never raise your voice at me. That is the standard in this household. Have you ever sat your woman down and said that? These women be talking crazy, talking about my celebrity crush and these things. See, it's a trickle effect. When you set these few core standards from the gate and let her know respect is one of the biggest things that you covet, and you'll die about your respect in a figurative manner. That's how important it is to you. All of that little funny shit don't happen. A bitch will leave me without saying nothing before she's raised her voice at me or get crazy, because she understands that that is a line we don't cross in this household. I want to know, has anybody sat their woman down when they first got with them and let them know how much respect means to you? Probably not. And that's why you have a whole bunch of disrespect in your household. But anyway, just a little tidbit. It was just something I was thinking about today, because, if I have somebody was talking about his woman took his card and charged it, did something. And I said, that is so far out of the realm of my universe. I can't even understand how that happens. My woman knows better than to even move my charger and take my charger off of my phone, even if she sees it's 100% without her asking me, because it's a respect thing. Little things turn into big things. See, a lot of you dudes will have order a drink at a drive-through, and your woman will grab it, or it'll be sitting in your woman's lap, and she'll take the drink and sip some. That's out of pocket. My woman would never touch any of my food without asking me. And number one, she knows damn well she will never be the first one to drink or eat off of my plate before I do. It's just little things. Little things turn into big things. And when you nip these little things in the butt to set a standard of respect, the bigger things don't happen. Why does a woman feel so comfortable that when she's eating out with you, she can take her fork and just put it on your plate? My woman would never. It's a respect thing, because she respects me too much. And don't even ask me with your fork in your hand. Hey, babe, can I get the? Hey, daddy, can I? No, you can't do it because you had your fork in your hand, because you so matter-of-factly think I'm going to say yes every time, which I'm not. Ask me in a respectful manner. That looks good. Do you think I can try some? And at my leisure, I might do it. But y'all women will take her fork and just put it on your plate and eat your food. And you wonder why she has no respect for you, because you don't check little shit like that. My woman would never. I'm going to tell you a story. I think I might have told it before, like maybe a couple of weeks ago. I had some compression workout gear, right? And my woman came out with it on. We going to the gym. And I'm like, those are mine. I said, take them off. She said, ha, ha, ha. Can I wear them? I said, no, take them off. She said, are you serious? I said, I'm dead serious. Take them off. Do it now before you irritate me, because I don't want to have to ask you again. And I told her like this. The reason I have to have you take my compression socks off right now is because you put them on before you asked me. So now if I allow you to wear those, I am setting a poor example of what's expected from you. You do not put something of mine on and then ask me, can you wear them? You ask me, can you wear them? And then I maybe will or won't say you can. And if I do say you can, then you put them on. Now, if you put them on, then you ask me and I say, don't do it again, but yeah, you can wear them. I am setting a precedent of what's acceptable. And I want you to know it's not acceptable. Don't ever put something of mine on or use something of mine without asking me. It's not yours. So we have to have a level of respect. It's that serious to me. Is it that serious to you? Because I know it's a slippery fucking slope. Yeah, today it's my motherfucking leggings. Tomorrow she's swiping my credit card. Next day she calling me, she ain't shit, nigga, and she's trying to slap me in the face. That's where it's headed if you don't check the little shit. Let me know if y'all feel what I'm talking about. Sometimes, man, I don't care if you feel what I'm talking about or not. This is some shit y'all need to know, because I know you don't do it. Is respect that big to you? It's that big to me. It's that big to me. It should be that big to you too. The win with the little chick that I picked up when I was just driving. You know, it's funny. That video that went viral of me talking to that woman in the crosswalk, man, I was literally on live and saw her in a crosswalk and stopped. That's how y'all gotta be on it. You can't be thinking about it. You never know when you're gonna meet that next woman. You got to always be ready. That's why you got to get my how to, what to say and how to say it. When you have these methods of what you're going to say, you never have to overthink what you're going to say because you always know what you're going to say because you already have concocted these things with this tool belt. So get my what to say and how to say it. Yeah, man, you know, I was just on my live, seen her. I was like, I ain't gonna let this pass up. I'm gonna try to say something. I at least gotta see if she see me so she can choose. She can't choose something she don't see. And even if she see it, she gotta know I'm interested so she could choose back. Get my what to say and how to say it. GoldieRatio.com. I didn't want to pay for her Uber because she said it was $100 there and back from my spot, but she has a car. So the next time we spoke, she tried to flex on me that some fool paid her to go out on a date. I said, all right, well, next time, ask him if he'll pay for your Uber to come see me. They're always going to try you. It's part of it. I'm glad you tried me because that's the only way you can see the difference between me and him. And even if she don't recognize it and appreciate it today, eventually down the line, she going to be like, oh, these niggas are suckers and he wasn't. Yeah. You know, but bitch might leave me today because she know I'm deal with other women and I'm letting her know up front that it ain't never going to change. What? I would never. No, I'm better than that. Society taught me that I should never. Few months, couple years, have this boyfriend, that boyfriend, this dude, that dude, and they all lie to her and cheat on her. Then the light bulb goes off in her head. Damn, I was fucking with a real nigga. He actually told me what it was. And she'll double back. Or, you know, by then I've been elevated so much, she's not even the type of bitch I'll fuck with anymore. But she'll always keep me fond in her mind like, damn, you know, it is what it is. Man, speak that shit, Goldie. We ain't tolerate no disrespect. And I don't tolerate disrespect because I respect myself. You're not going to raise your voice at me. Listen, treat me like you would treat the president if you walked in here. And I'm more important than him because I have more governance over your life. Something happened to me, your life's over. Something happened to the president, it don't make no difference to your life. So treat me the way you would treat the president. You gonna raise your voice at the president? I highly doubt it. When the president ordered some food and he had some food on his desk, I highly doubt you would go over there and take a little piece of it, would you? No, you would ask him if you wanted. Matter of fact, you probably wouldn't even ask him. You would be like, I'm gonna just let that man have what he wants. Yeah, it smell good, but I ain't even gonna ask for it. Treat me like that. I tell bitches all the time when they drive, and I never like for a bitch to drive. Never. Because I'm not finna put my life in a bitch hands. Never gonna happen. But let's just say when a bitch do drive, I always say this, y'all could take it. Drive like you got the president in the car because I'm more important than that. Don't play with my life. I tell a bitch, I don't care how you drive every other day. When you drive with me, drive like you got the president in the car. Don't be bump all up on nobody bumper. I be trying to tell bitches like this. You can't go no farther than the car in front of you. So why you gotta be so motherfucking close? I just don't get it. If he hit his brakes and just all of a sudden, you know you're gonna hit the back of his car, right? You can't go no farther than he is. So why do you have to be so close to him? Get this nigga some space. It doesn't make sense, man. But anyway, just a pet peeve of mine. I don't like nobody really driving me. I'm gonna put my life in my own hands. I don't like putting my life in nobody's hands but mine. Said, read in your book, you said compromising. You said you hear inconvenience. The definition is understand where both parties give up on demands. We always hear compromise to make relationship work. Yeah, I say it all the time. No, I'm not compromising. I haven't met the woman worth compromising for. I'm already compromising having you in my life, spending my time, my energy, my game, my money. I'm already compromising, you know? So why would I compromise more? I made the example, like, I like it at 70 degrees in the house. You like it at 68. Well, let's compromise and put it at 69. I don't want to. No, you don't gotta be here. I didn't ask to come live with you. I didn't ask to ride in your Rolls Royce. I didn't ask for you to take me to these nice places, meet all these great people, take me on these vacations. I didn't ask to come into your life. You're in my life. So don't come into my life where you're getting all the benefit, then ask me to start changing shit up. Like I say all the time, yeah, if it was Princess Jasmine from Dubai and she's taking me here and taking me here and giving me this and giving me all this business game that's changing my life, if she asked me to compromise, well, that makes sense for all the things you're doing for my life. These women got it backwards. You don't go somewhere where you're getting all the benefit, then ask them to change something. It don't work like that. Where it work like that at? So I'm supposed to do this for you, do that for you, give my time, my energy, my game, my resources, my network, trips, dinners, housing. And then you have the nerve to say, this is how disrespectful it really is. You're going to give me all this. And then I'm going to say, nah, I want more. I know you're comfortable at 70 degrees, and even though you gave me all of these things and I could probably just wait it out at this 68, that's a little colder than I like. I'm going to ask you to inconvenience yourself a little bit more. These hoes don't think shit of us. These hoes don't think shit of us because we wouldn't even dare have the gall to even think like that in no way, shape or form. Going to another man's house, allow another man to feed us, clothe us, do this for us, take us here, do that. You know what we would be doing? We would try to be asking for as little as possible. Oh, I'm getting all of this benefit. I'm getting all of this stuff. Let me not be a burden. I'm not going to ask for nothing. I'm going to act like I ain't even here because, you know, they doing too much for me. Only the broad will feel like, you know what, I know you like it like that, but can you do something else for me? And can we change that over there? And it's a little too bright over here. And only the broad, man, it's something wrong with them. But let me say this too. It's not all women. It's not all women. I meet women. Now, granted, some women I have to teach. I have to tell them these things like, bitch, you're fucking insane. Do you know how that sounds out loud? And so I'll break these things down to them, how they've been moving and how they've been behaving. And hey, bitch, you didn't say thank you. Don't you think you have better manners than that? Or, you know, hey, check this out. Why you ain't never asked to buy a drink for me? Don't you think that that's poor care? Now, a few women, I'll say that too, and they'll be like, okay, you know, two things. One, okay, the jig is up. He caught me. I was cool doing it, but now that he's acknowledging it, and now I feel bad. So I'm gonna change. And the other one is, bitch been doing it so long in her life, she just thinks that's normal, and she's never even thought about it. But when she consciously thinks about it, it's like, oh, you're right, that is poor character. And then there's a third type of bitch, like, I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to say all of these things about how a man is supposed to, and a man is this, and a man is that. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm just talking about why I'm not going to compromise. For what? Bitch, you compromise for me. Bitch, you're getting this. You're getting the game guy, bitch. All this game, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, entertainment. You can ride my coattail. You know, all that I am for you, all the books and the teachings and the people and the things that I can help your life with in so many ways, spiritually, mentally. The gym, I'm gonna have you in the gym. I'm gonna have you eating right. I'm gonna help you here. I'm gonna help you there. I'm gonna see where you weak and I'm gonna help make you strong. Being around me, your life is gonna be better in every way, shape, or form. Not even just on the basics like the money and everything in your life is gonna be better because you were with me. Bitch, you compromise for that. You compromise for that. Why the fuck would I do all this for you and then I got to compromise and inconvenience myself? No, bitch, I'm not going to do it. And I'm offended that you asked me. But that's why you got to start getting different type of women, man, who see your value so much. If they thought you was Chris Brown, they wouldn't even ask no shit like, you know what? Some of these bitches would. Some of these bitches will, but for the most part, if she thought she was Chris Brown, you think she would be asking all this shit? You think she would be worried about the thermostat? She'd be too scared that the nigga would kick her out by asking too much shit. Quentin Day, what you take your wife of 15 years back if she cheated, what would you say to that one, brother? I mean, the fact that you even have this question, man, means you ain't been doing what you're supposed to do in life. And that's why I tell dudes all the time, every single day you wake up, imagine that you're probably going to get a phone call and a video of your girlfriend, of your wife cheating on you. Because that's the only way you're going to stay working on yourself. That's the only way you're not going to slack on your business. That's the only way you're not going to pour into yourself. That's the only way you're not going to divert your time more into the woman and not into yourself. Because then you're always going to be elevating on solid ground. But what happens is you get with the woman and you stop going to the gym. You stop eating right. You stop working on your business as much. You stop pouring into yourself. So you become lesser and lesser of a man. So therefore, when you are no longer with her, you try to play catch up. When if you never was slipping, you wouldn't have to play catch up. She would be gone and you would actually be like, you know what? Thank God. Because she was holding me back because I've been building and building and building. And I know I'm highly wanted around here. And then a lot of times when you building like that and you steady making yourself better, the woman ain't going to cheat because why was she going to cheat on this great option? But I mean, man, unless that bitch is, really bringing something big to the table, like money wise, or I mean, it's like for what? I mean, to go back to a woman who cheated on you is pretty much saying, I don't feel like I could get better. And if you don't feel like you can get better, she knows you can't get better. And if she knows you can't get better, she going to cheat on you again. You need to book a call with me is what you should do because there's a lot of factors involved. Me personally, bitch, thank you, God. Oh, thank you. Man, shit, you better cut it off now because if she cheated, that means you might have a big benefit in divorce court. I don't know how this shit go. Bitch cheat on me, bitch run off on me, bitch raise her voice to me, bitch do some shit that like a exiling offense. You know how I think? I'd be like, thank God. Bitch, I've been getting better and better and better and better every day of my fucking life. And every bitch that I have, I could get better. I could get better. But I only have so much time in the day. So any bitch that fuck up, thank you, bitch. No, for real talk, thank you. Because now I can get better because I've been getting better every day. So I can't wait for a bitch to fuck up. I can't wait. I'm be looking high and low. Bitch, I can't. What? Huh? What was that? Did you suck your teeth? Oh, yeah, bitch, I thought. Because I can't motherfucking wait for a reason to spin on one of these hoes, man. That's why you always got to be getting better. Always stay in the gym. Always be getting fly. Always be elevating your knowledge. Always be elevating your network. Because then you feeling like, man, I can't wait till man, shit. Shout out Johnny Cash. Jamal Haynes. Does the $300 bundle include the Game God Mentality course? Yes, it does. The etiquette course. Oh yeah, shout out. Listen. So for 7 days, I got a Game God bundle. Every single book, course, blueprint from the etiquette to get shows to the Game God Mentality program, which is $150 itself, to the millionaire blueprint, to the etiquette guide, to the man, I got so much stuff on there, to the brainwashing playlist. And it's got blueprints in there that you've never heard and the book list. And so every product I've ever had and some for only $300, you better get it now because in 7 days, the price is going back up to $7.99. So get it right now, GoldieRatio.com. You'll see it on there, Game God Bundle. Everything. And you have lifetime access. You better get it now. That's a steal. Every book, every blueprint, every course, every guide, and some that, it's not even for sale. For only $300. Actually, you got 6 days left, so you better get it now. GoldieRatio.com. Caught an eagle. The broad loves my dirty draws. Literally, she passed damn near every test I put her on, but I'm still ready for her to leave. You got to. Hey, man, bitch will play a role, too. Bitch should play a role for you. She'll play a role for you because she understands, okay, yeah, he not going for none of this bullshit. But wait till he's in love. Wait till he has this. Wait till he's dependent on my emotional support. Wait till he's used to this regular pussy. Wait till, and then eventually, and wait till he gets a little bit jealous of me and don't want nobody else to fuck me. And then once they feel like they got you like that, then there's the pushback. Then there's the little bit of different acting. Then there's the, you know what I'm saying? So be careful. If you ain't been with a broad more than 3 months, nigga, don't nothing she done did mean nothing. Now, of course, little gestures here and there, but bitch could fake it for 3 months. So don't even talk good about a broad if it's been less than 3 months. Otherwise, you just let me know how green you are. Cloud Farm. Goldie, I want full custody of my son today. Let's applaud that. I got court with about my son beginning of this next month. I want to get your advice on dealing with having to remove him from his mom. What did you do for your son? I moved out of state. I got full custody and moved out of state. It's a tricky situation, and I don't want to say too much because I'm still be going through stuff with my son's mom, but I say like this. I have a unique gift to see the future of people's future. Whether it's just I've seen so many lives, I can tell different things that affect people's lives, but I knew the best thing for my son was to have as little contact with that side of the family as possible. And it was me really saving him and saving his life. And, you know, even being close enough, I can see even when he would go over there for a couple of days, when he would come back to me, I would see the personality change. I would see the energy change. And I knew that if I really wanted to save my son, the least amount of contact possible with still being able to see this person would be beneficial for his life. And he would thank me later, which he does now. But also, I was chasing my dreams and my goals. Once I got full custody, there's no reason for me to be where I was anymore. I was only there for my son. And it was really killing me because it was way beneath my potential. But I was doing that because I was trying to get custody. What could you have done with your life in those 15 years? Who would you amount to if you didn't waste time with her? It's okay. Memories were made. You're not important to her, though. So don't make her important. Yeah, but like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. What you like memories? Nigga, we went on some nice vacations and you motherfuckers are so, like I say, just like these broads wrapped up in Disney movies in the Matrix, so are you dudes. I don't care if you was 10 years with a woman. If she wasn't building with you, adding value, working with you, helping you with this, man, I had women who really like, my life is better because they was around. That my life was, I can point to instances and things like, no, if she wasn't here, that wouldn't have been as good. If she wasn't here, this wouldn't have been as good. If she wasn't here, I don't know how this would have transpired. Of course, I'd have made it. I have women like that. You have women that you just say, well, shit, we had good times and we had sex and we went to the movies and we went to some concerts and we went on vacations. Yeah, man, in 15 years, when you're not with that bitch, all of that shit don't mean nothing. It's not tangible. It doesn't mean nothing. At least I got bitches where I can say, nah, they really came to my life and carried a weight. Put that cross on their back like Jesus for me and did some things for me that I couldn't do myself. You know? So but what y'all be caring about is shit that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, so what? You got good memories and butterflies in your stomach for 10 years and you're not with her now. So that 10 years was a waste because you didn't build anything. Actually, you went backwards because all that time you was busy trying to put butterflies in your stomach. You could have been building something. It don't matter what happened yesterday. It matter where you are today. A lot of niggas sold dope. Nigga, they was having a big change and a big this and a big that. And then they went to prison and lost everything. And they have nothing now. Do you think it fucking matters what they used to do? No, only thing that matters is today. So think about your future because that's what's important. 10 years from now, in that moment is going to be the only thing that matters. Not the 10 years of holding hands and kicking cans with that bitch that you ain't even with and she fucking another nigga right now. So you better make sure you requiring from that bitch and most of these bitches ain't got enough to even give. So you might as well just go do it yourself. Go through that heartache. Go through that alone time. Go through that and you will be better off. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, of putting that work into yourself, because your life is going to be better. Y'all don't hear me though. Ashnell Young. Much love, big bro. Appreciate his reciprocation. Shout out to you, man. He understand. Don't just say you appreciate it. Put some ties in. Like, let me show me that you appreciate it. You know, ain't nothing bigger than appreciation in the form of money, because we all work our life for money. So when you give somebody some money for appreciation, what you're saying is, I'm giving you a piece of your life back. If somebody works for $20 an hour and you be like, hey, man, I appreciate you, and you give them $20, well, that means a lot more than a motherfucker just saying, hey, I appreciate you, high five. All right, that high five don't do nothing for me, and it didn't take nothing for you to do. But that $20, it showed me something, because you just gave me an hour of my life back. Stop being cheap around here. If you appreciate somebody, act like it. Don't be like these broads, say that they love you and treat you in ways that show every which way in their actions that they don't, because they just talking. Don't just be a talker. Can you give me an example of the difference between, you also say don't sweep down to a woman's level? These are frameworks, not rules, right? If a bitch punched me in the face, I'm not going to punch her back. Don't mean I won't backhand her though. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Hopefully I won't do it. Hopefully she don't make me feel like that. But what I'm saying is, like, a woman wants to get all emotional. Something happens. All right. Say a woman, she's distraught. Something happened. She's a woman. She caught you cheating. She's distraught. She's crying. She's doing this. She's doing that. Oh, I hate you. You're a liar. Yeah. All of that, right? For you to stoop down to her level is to get in your emotions with her. For you to not stoop down to her level, what you say is, listen, I did what I did, and it is what it is. Yeah, it may be wrong. Yeah, I lied. Yeah, I love you though. But I understand if you want to leave me. And if that's what you want to do, I guess I have to accept it. But let me know what you want to do. But all of this that we're doing right here, I'm not going to stoop down to it, because it's for nothing. Now, if you need me to leave and you want to talk to me later, then let's do that. But I'm not going to be in here. No, baby, don't go. Wait, it didn't mean nothing. It didn't mean nothing. Well, this happened and this happened and I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. Or like you niggas like to say, I was going through it since my grandma died. I couldn't, that's stooping down to her level. Not stooping down to her level is saying, listen, you know what? You're right. I wasn't the man I told you I was. I lied to you. I did that. And it hurts me to see you like this, but at the end of the day, it didn't hurt enough because I did it. Now, I would like for us to stay together. But if you don't want to stay with me, I understand. And if you need some time, I understand. But I ain't going to sit here and deal with all of this that's going on right now. You just need to go in your own space, or I need to leave, and then we can talk about it later. That's how you don't stoop down to our level. Now, what you're saying is, well, when I said, if the bitch say she get disrespectful, I get disrespectful. That's stupid to her level, right? And it is what it is. Let that bitch know if she key your car, you just gonna let that shit ride. Let that bitch know if she get out here talking to your ops or trying to really slander your name and fuck your money up, that you just gonna let it slide. Let that bitch know she could punch you in the face and you just gonna let that shit slide. The bitch gonna do each one of them things. I let the bitch know like this. Hey, bitch, whatever you do, please believe, when you cross a certain line with me, where you're trying to harm me, my name, or my money that feeds my family, you become an enemy, because you don't care about my well-being. So therefore, I classify you as an enemy. And the moment I classify you as an enemy, I have to do what I do to enemies. And you know what that means? That means I have to destroy you and destroy you completely, with no chance of recovery to hurt me. So make sure when you cross that line, you understand where I'm going to go with it. So I'd advise you, if you get upset with me, just leave. If you get mad at me, just leave. Because I will not stand by and allow anybody, man, woman, or otherwise, to try to attack my life with no retaliation. Now you say, oh, well, you stupid to the bitch level, and it is what the fuck it is. Yes, the fuck I will. And sometimes all you got to do is let a motherfucker know that you're not going, and they won't even try it. Now, some women will, because they'll kamikaze themselves, and bitch, it's going to be what it's going to be. And it's going to be what the fuck it's going to be. I wish I didn't have to, but you took it there first. But I'm going to warn you, you get in your feelings and you want to do too much. I'm not that nigga who just finna just let it slide. Oh, you just gonna punch me all in my face. Oh, you gonna try to, oh, you just gonna damage my property. Oh, you gonna do. I'm not the nigga who just finna let you do whatever. And I need you to know that. Because maybe if you know that, you won't do it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, then the bitch punch you in the face because you know she ain't gonna punch you. I ain't never had a bitch really put her hands on me since I was like in high school because of respect level. You feel what I'm saying? But I tell you what, I don't think any bitch thinks she just gonna hit me and it's just gonna be cool either. And that's probably why they don't. Now, I ain't saying I'm finna hit a woman back. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, the smartest thing to do is get up out the way and move around. But bitch, you put your hands on me, it's gonna be consequences and repercussion. That don't mean I'm gonna hit you back. But please believe I'm not gonna let that shit slide. I'm not going to let that shit slide. Now, the consequences may not come from my hand hitting you back. The consequences might not even come from any violence against you, but there's going to be consequences and repercussions against you for anything you do to me. It just is what it is. So just how about we just be respectful? That's a part of respect. And that's why you got to have respect in your household, because when there is no respect, then it gets disrespectful. And once disrespect happens, chaos and confusion. So guess what, bitch? Me putting rules of respect in our household is because I know myself and I know where shit go when shit get disrespectful. So I'm actually helping you by setting these boundaries that we don't cross. What up, Goldie? I'm gonna be trucking to Savannah, Georgia tomorrow. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Tiffany. Shout out to Tiff. Shout out to Tiff. Y'all know Tiff. She always come through with the big super chats, the big ones, not the little ones. You know what I'm saying? $50. Always supporting, always watching the show. Shout out to you. If you got a question, let me know. Man, show love to the ones that show love to you back. Don't even ask with the fork in your hand. Don't, because I'm going to say no for sure. Because now you just think you get anything you want. Even sometimes when I want to say yes, I'm going to say no, because I said yes too many times. I don't want you to start to think, because you say yes too many times to stuff. Then a woman get to thinking, well, now it's a given. So I got to tell you no sometimes just for no reason, because you're going to start to think this is a given and then get mad when I say no. Don't ask me for my food with your fork in your hand. Woman could ask for my food 10 times. Hey, man, guess what? One, it's going to be how I'm feeling, not just the fact that she asked. Hey, if I really like this, no, you can't. And then sometimes I'm just going to say no because, bitch, you're asking me too much and I'm not feeling where this is going while you keep doing this. You know, and then sometimes, yeah, baby, I got you, baby. You know what I mean? Nick G, it all goes back to the fact you can only rise as high as your self-image. Oh, come on with it. Do you think all of men's relationships problems can be solved with a higher self-image, and how does one cultivate that? Yeah, I had a mentor one time, major guy, and he talks about that. Most people's problems is their self-image. Your lack of confidence, your lack of who you think you actually are. And when you deal with a woman who disrespect you regularly, who constantly pull at you, who constantly make you feel less than, who constantly, guess what? It lowers your self-image. So you think you're going to go out in the world and conquer, but then come home and have all these issues. It don't. Your subconscious is consistent. And it's going to pull you and make you lower and lower in every area. That's why it's very important to have a woman that looks you and treats you like you are this person. Because your standard is the rest of life. If I'm walking around in my house and I think I'm this person, then when I go out in the world, I feel I'm moving with that same energy like I'm that person. But if I'm at home and I'm getting treated like this and I'm not getting no attention and she don't fuck me and she don't talk to me right and she always nagging and she always doing this, you're feeling lesser and lesser and less. Like, who am I? Like, what? Because that's what you're accepting. The only reason you're feeling less because you accept that. Why do you accept that? Because you feel like that's what you deserve. I don't deserve a bitch to raise her voice at me. So if she ever did, I wouldn't be with her tomorrow. And I really feel like that in my heart. And because I really feel like that in my heart, that's why I don't have them problems. When a woman's raising her voice at you on a regular basis, you feel like you deserve that treatment. I don't deserve that treatment. So my women don't do it. That's my standard. Then when I walk outside, I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? So your self-image, you can't have a different self-image in the house and then go out. No, that's fake. That's why it don't work. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important. The people you curate your environment with and be around, they got to treat you at the level that you see yourself. And if they don't, it's going to lower you in other areas, make you not as capable in other areas. Even if your capabilities are high, psychocybernetics says you will not perform at the height of your capacity because your self-image doesn't believe it, because you've been beaten down by this woman or these friends who don't treat you and act like you less. That's why you can't tolerate disrespect. Now, that don't mean you fight against disrespect. The best way to fight against disrespect is leaving and removing yourself from the situation. Bitch try to put her hands on me. Bitch, you got one time. I ain't never even talking to you no more. Bitch, you raise your voice at me. I'm spinning off. And if you want to talk to me again, you better come with a big lump sum or something. You know what I'm saying? So the best way to not be around disrespect, and guess what? That raises your self-image. That bitch try to put her hands on me. I ain't talk to her ever again. Bitch try to raise her voice at me. I dip. You know, them dudes try to little boy me. I don't even go around that motherfucker no more. I ain't going around no motherfucker who ain't treat me right. Guess what? That raises your self-image. Because it's evidence to your subconscious, which sees everything. So y'all trying to cheat the life. You can't cheat it. That woman is holding you back because how she talk to you every day. She's lowering your self-image. Much love, Goldie, Sacktown 916. Shout out to Sack. Salute, much love, doing God's work. Hashim the Great. Bring her on the show. Who you want me to bring on the show? Thanks. I was about to type it again. Afi, my guy, what's the deal? My bro, she can't choose what she can't see. Oh, no, that's real talk. That's a bar. She can't choose what she can't see. So I got to let her know, like, hey, baby, I'm here. Do you like what you see? Do I need to do a twirl for you? Baby, I'm here. Do you like what you see? No. Baby, I'm here. Are you blind? Well, then you must recognize what's in front of your face. You must recognize what you're looking at. You know, I tell women all the time, y'all can steal this too. And I just had to come over here, see if I liked you. A lot of women, they be like, huh? Yeah, I just want to, looking good and everything. I just want to see if I liked you though. Now, yeah, bitch, it's the interview is on you though. Yeah, bitch, the interview on you. This ain't my interview, bitch. It's your interview, bitch. All right, what's on your resume? Then they got a whole different attitude with it. Nah, bitch, it ain't. You can't just get me. It's a couple requirements, bitch, and this is real. I'm not lying. Yeah, bitch, you look nice. You got one box checked off, but that ain't all the boxes to fuck with me. I came over here to see if I liked you. Shit. Make a joke. Say something clever. Right? Put it on her. Broad told me a man is supposed to pay 100% for everything. Hey, bitch. Everybody is the god of their sphere. So if you say the man is supposed to pay 100%, find you a man that's going to pay 100%. In my sphere, I do what I want, when I want, how I want. And I'm not paying 100% for any woman that ain't been around for a long enough amount of time to show me she really fucking with me, to show me she's really about me, to show me she's willing to invest in me, to show me she's not just using me, to show me that we can build something together. And then put her time and her work in. So, bitch, you can live in your sphere and I can live in mine. I ain't saying you wrong. Bitch, how could I tell you you're wrong? You're only wrong if you're in my sphere and you don't got to be here. So, bitch, if you can find that, go get that. It ain't going to be me, though. You're not going to get something for nothing. You're not going to be able to be in my sphere and be a parasite. You know what a parasite is? Something that takes from the host and never gives back. No, I don't do that over here. It's a lot of men who do, though. So good luck finding one. But over here, we got to have a symbiotic relationship where I give, one hand washes the other. And you know what, with that, we can actually multiply more than what we can do individually. Like, bitch, did you know that? Did you know that the efforts of two people individually combined does more than what they could have done? It's not just 1 + 1. It becomes 2 times infinity. But bitch, you are so worried about me paying 100% and me giving to you. You're missing the esoteric universal fact that when two people come together in unison, with the same goals and the same mind, trying to build together, they can build a kingdom. But you would rather live in your little hut and take what little I have because you're on a such low level of life. You're still in survival mode. These women this is how you know the United States is getting poor, because these women, I've been traveling my whole life. These women in the United States are starting to remind me of women out of the country. Every woman out the country is for sale for the right price. Every woman. For the right price, you could have a man's wife in almost all of these third world countries. Almost all of these women are working girls. Even if they're not a working girl, if you got some money, they turn into working girls. All they care about is the money. And it starts to seem like now people are so poor. Is inflation really that high that all these women really care about is who can I get the most money from? But when you've elevated in life, a man who has means, a man who has money, guess what? He's not looking for a woman with money. He's looking for a woman with a genuine connection. If you meet women like back in the day, strippers who really got a bag, if they're not getting money from their trick, what are they looking for? They don't really care if the dude they dealing with has money because they got money. So what are they looking for? A genuine dude, somebody who likes them, somebody who makes them feel good. So when these women are out here really only looking for the man who could do something for their life, it just lets you know how low level in life they are, that they're either really struggling or their mind is really just on such a lower consciousness that they value that over the intangibles, a good person, somebody who likes me, somebody who has good character and these things, that they'll overlook that for a man who can do for them. And I ain't mad at them. I'm just saying, know what you're looking at. A woman who has some money isn't worried about if the man she dealing with has money. Now, of course, she don't want a bum. She don't want somebody she got to support, but she would. Man, there's plenty of strippers out here right now who have money, who got boyfriends, who got less money than them. They doing this and that for them because they like them. There's only a bitch who don't got nothing who want a nigga with something. Only a bitch who's struggling, who putting so much emphasis on what the man could bring to the table. Overlooking the fact that if a man is in a certain type of position, there's a lot of things that you could probably learn from that man that'll be beneficial other than the money, but you overlooking that for just the money. But it's all another subject. These bitches fuck themselves. Not all women, might I add. I'm just giving you the lens so you know what you're looking at, so you can decipher and see the ones that aren't like that. The resurrected simp enforcer. Appreciate you. My baby mama just broke up with me and had her new guy bring my clothes to my mama's house. I feel disrespected and I might crash. They also messed up the second car. Check this out. Use that hurt as fuel. Yeah, she out of pocket, right? But that's what bitches do. They do out of pocket shit. Yeah, that was foul. And you know what you should do? You should think about it over and over and over. Not to crash out, because then now you're like the female. Because you crash out, you're only going to put yourself in a negative position. And why did you do that? Over your feelings? Man, you a hoe if you do that. Let the bitches crash out. Use that hurt as fuel. Use that hurt to say, I'm going to show her. Use that hurt to get in the gym. Use that hurt to start getting to know yourself. Use that hurt to define a bigger goal in life. Use that hurt to level up. Because a lot of times we need fuel. Now, if it's negative fuel, it's negative fuel. Take whatever fuel you can get. Use that hurt as fuel. Don't crash out. And you know what I'm saying? You only gonna fuck yourself, man. I ain't never gonna crash out about the bitch, man. My crash out be different though. Cause my crash out gonna be, bitch, you know what, I ain't gonna expose that, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Bitch can't get me mad on some shit like that. Bitch do some shit like that, like, bitch, oh, weird ass, bitch, fuck you. Bitch just do some real shit, like fuck with my money or something like that. I don't crash out as far as put myself in a poor position. I crash out as far as, man, I'm gonna spend every dime and resource to make sure this bitch feel me. You feel me? That's my crash out. And it don't crash me out, it only crash the bitch out. But don't even do that. That's a waste of time and energy, especially over some shit like that, man. I could catch a bitch fucking in my house. I could catch my bitch fucking another nigga in my house, nigga, and I'm not gonna crash out. Bitch, thank you, goodbye. Now watch this level up when I got a whole extra bitch I ain't gotta deal with and I could just focus on me. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, man, let it hurt. It should hurt. And use that hurt as fuel. That's all I'm saying. Don't crash out. That ain't worth it, nigga. You gonna look like a fucking fool. And you go to jail and niggas ask why you in here and you don't even want to tell them. Was mad at my girl until I realized I'm mad. I was just broke. Hey, that's real. When I ain't had no money, I was a lot more angry too. I was an angry motherfucker. I'm not angry. I just ain't had no money. But nah, real talk. And I'm gonna tell you like this too. This is real talk. You're not hurt that your woman broke up with you. You hurt that you ain't got no money like you wanted. You hurt that your life ain't where it's supposed to be right now. Because if you found out that your ex chick was having sex with somebody else and y'all broke up and the next day you won $100 million in the lottery, would you still be as hurt about it? No, you wouldn't. So what does that tell you? It tells you it's not the fact that she broke up with you or she cheated on you. It's the fact that you're not fulfilled in other places in life. And we put our fulfillment, our lack of fulfillment in real life, and we use the comfort of a woman to fulfill that emptiness. That's why we go out and we do this and we do that. So really, I'm not where I want to be in life. So instead of that emptiness and that lack feeling and that life of quiet desperation that you would feel when you by yourself, you use a woman to fulfill that with the kisses and the hugs and the emotion and the sex and the doing things with her to distract you from the fact that you're not really on your purpose in life. So when the woman leaves, now you no longer have that distraction and you think it's because she left that you hurt, but it's really the fact that you now have this full hole open that's not being filled by this woman, but the hole isn't from the woman being gone. The hole is from the lack of purpose that you've had in your life up until this point. That's why if a bitch leave, it don't make no difference to me because I'm fully fulfilled. I'm doing what I want, when I want, how I want. I got goals, I got dreams, I got aspirations, and I'm not putting none of them on pause for the bitch. So if she leave, there's no hole that she left. All she did was fill up space, more space and time and energy for me to keep doing what I'm doing. But if I wasn't going to the gym, if I wasn't working out, if I wasn't working on my business, if I wasn't continually building and all I was doing was hanging with the bitch, then guess what? When she leave, I would be sick because it's like, I don't got no distraction from the fact that I ain't been working in on my job. Now I got to face the fact that I ain't shit in life. Now I got to get, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you ain't tripping that the bitch left, man. You tripping that you ain't where you want to be in life, man. Because if you was really him and you had all the attributes that you want to in life and had the business, had the success and all these things and the bitch left, you wouldn't give a fuck because your life is good. You make the bitch too big. If you sick when the bitch leave, you made the bitch too big in your life. The bitch is supposed to be a piece to your life. She's not supposed to take up that much of your life. And when you let a woman take up that much of your life, you diminishing the rest of your life. And your life is supposed to be the main attraction, but you make the bitch the main attraction. So when she leave, of course, you're going to be sick. Let me know if y'all feel what I'm talking about. I'm going deep without going deep. What makes a woman argumentative with you? She don't like you. And she been around you so long, she see all the little weird shit that you do. See, a lot of you niggas, you don't understand, man. A bitch see everything. She act like she don't. She ain't gonna say she do. She hear you on the phone line to your friends. She see when you do say you gonna do something, you don't do it. She see you just a talker. She see you ain't never really been consistent. She see you really ain't shit. You know, she settling with you because she ain't shit and can't really get no better. So she just staying with you. So she see all of the flaws in your life. So guess what? She get to talking to you crazy. And if you don't give her something to respect, then she gonna get argumentative with you. And some women, it's habitual. All she saw was her mama and argue. All she did was argue with bitches in high school. All she did was, that's her nature. Some women, that's their habit. That's their culture. That's how they grew up. So therefore, it's going to be very hard for her not to argue. That's all she's seeing. It's in her subconscious, she don't know how not to. Even if she like you, she don't know how not to get an attitude. She don't even think it's an attitude. That's just how she talk. It could be many reasons. But the thing is, bitch, I don't give a fuck why you want to do it. Bitch, you're doing it too much. So knock it off and pack your shit and get the fuck up out of here. The fuck is you talking about? Man, I tell bitches on a regular basis. They send that long ass text message crying or something. I let them know, bitch, I'm not finna read all that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna get engaged. You're not gonna let your words influence and put a little spell on me to get engaged in this conversation. Whatever I said is what it is. And if you ain't trying to move past it, then bitch, I guess you can just leave. Because I'm not finna read a whole fucking paragraph about you crying about some shit that ain't even that big of an issue. Are we talking about something about business? Are we talking about some money? Are we talking about something tragic that happened in your life, my life, or somebody that we love? So what the fuck are we talking about? Bitch, I'm not finna spend that much motherfucking time sitting up here wasting all this time and energy and emotion, the things that build worlds, on this petty ass $5 bullshit problem that we're not even gonna remember in 2 days, when I could be using that time, energy, and emotion on building some fucking goals. 2 types of problems in this world. One, when you get over the problem, you become stronger of character and strength, and your business becomes better because you plug that hole. Another type of problem that the bitch bring, the type of problem that is inconsequential, takes your time, your energy, your resources, your mind space, and at the end of it, you're lesser. You have less of those things. There was nothing building about it. I don't like those second problems. Bitch, don't bring me a problem that on the other side of the problem, we didn't have strength. Mr. Chandler, shout out to you, my guy. What's going on tonight? Does giving a woman a massage turn a woman on? Man, anything you do to a woman that you like turns her on. But yeah, of course, you rubbing on a woman's body, that's going to turn her on. I was saying this the other day, like, they don't understand why there is a sexual reason why you only want to like who likes you. There is a sexual reason why you need a woman to like you. It's not just, oh, like who likes me. Yeah, a woman got to like you. But there is a deeper sexual meaning behind I like who likes me. Because a woman who decided that she likes you, sees you as a superstar, sees you as Chris Brown, sees you as a fine man. I say it all the time. A woman walks into a club, there's a man in that club that she says, oh, that man is fine. I hope he comes talk to me. If you are not that man in her eyes, you shouldn't want to talk to her. You need a woman to like you like that, because sexually you can do anything to please and satisfy her. When a man that a woman really likes, who she thinks is fine, who she feels all of these great feelings about, just touches her, she quivers. Just touches her, he quivers. It don't matter how big he is, how small he is, how good he is in the bed. The fact of this man getting inside of her will make her come, because she already has these feelings about this man that she likes. So you dudes is worried about, man, I got to really put it down. I got to really put it down. I got to beat this bitch back out of place. And you can't even find a hole because her back done been beat out of place so many times. You so worried about all these things. If she really liked you, thought you was a superstar, was super sexually attracted to you, you was really that guy in her head, man, nigga, all you'd have to do is slide that thing in, man, and that bitch gonna come. So that's why it's important to get a woman who really, really likes you. You know what I'm saying? All these bitches out here these days, man, you can't satisfy them because they watch just as much porn as niggas. Bitch done rose vibrated all the nerve endings out of her pussy and wonder why you can't satisfy her. She been getting her back. You ever been beating a bitch back out as hard as you can? Bow, bow, bow. You know, the step on top, the bow, bow, bow. And you like, I'm hitting this motherfucker. I'm smashing her pelvis as hard as I can. And she taking this. And that's another minute by, and she like, and you think to yourself, oh, this bitch is a fucking slut. This, you know, because another bitch gonna be like, too deep, and then you get with one bitch and she just let you. I'm like, this bitch must be a porn star. I don't even want to fuck with this bitch no more. But anyway, back to the story. It's a woman out there. It don't matter how big you are, how small you are, what your moves are. She's gonna quiver when you touch her. And when you slide inside of her, she gonna come just based off of you being you, and she like you that much, and she love you that much, and you heard that superstar man in her eyes, and that is why you have to like who likes you. Real talk. Y'all ain't never heard no shit like this before. Ask a woman, it's real. Women do come off the feeling, yeah, but the biggest feeling that women come off of is in their mind. When they like you, when they love you, when they think you a superstar, the fantasy in her mind about, I've been wanting this man. So you just make your job easier in every area of life when you just that guy. Then you ain't got to overdo nothing in no area. Some true shit, man. True shit. On a micro level, that could Tony Juarez, on a micro level of that, could you talk about how to attach a choosing fee if a woman wants to come back a few months, years later? I mean, if we're not talking about the game, man, in the game, man, you tell a bitch like, to her capacity, bitch, I need 10. You want to come back? I need 10K. I need 50K. Depending on how big of a nigga you are and how big of a bitch she is, depending on what you going, or then how big the offense was. And that's because the bitch will just play with your time. She'll leave you and come back and leave you again. Leave you, come back, leave again. Just tell you want to come back just because you want the validation and leave again. Bitch, you can't even get a conversation around this motherfucker till you do something. But I mean, it all just depends on, one, what she did when she left. And two, what you got to know that she really serious about it. Because at the end of the day, if she's not invested, why would she stay? Well, it's easy to leave because I'm not invested. Well, he just let me come and go as I please. If I can come and go as I please, then soon as something happens that I don't like, I'm going to leave again. Because I could just come back whenever I want. So if you want to come back over here, hey, baby, you don't have to do something. And I don't even know if there's something that you can do. But you got to do something that's not too easy, not too hard, but something going to stretch you. And it got to really let me know that you really want to be over here. Otherwise, I know you're just playing. And most of women are. They just want the validation to know if they can come back. But they don't want you bad enough to come back to actually do something for you, for real. So it's going to be up to you. Don't make it too easy, though. Like, I ain't a trick. I only trick on my wife. Well, then you ain't tricking. That's your wife. What if I've been talking to a girl a minute and she start coming short on her rent and she needs help? Man, fuck that bitch, man. Yeah, you a simp for helping her. Yeah, you a simp for helping her. Because one, she ain't short on her rent. That's just a con game she playing on you so she can get some money from you. It's not my responsibility to help you out of a situation. Because when a woman is short on her rent, you know what that tells me? That tells me that's a woman that I shouldn't be dealing with because she's irresponsible. Especially if you don't have no kids. But let's just say you don't have kids. How irresponsible do you have to be to do something in your life to where you can't afford where you live and the consequences of you being homeless? This is one of the most basic of human needs, is shelter. And you somehow found a way to neglect that and fuck that up. I should not be dealing with a woman like that. So if you need help on your rent, I got to reevaluate who the fuck I'm dealing with. But 9 times out of 10, she don't need help on the rent. She ain't short on the rent, man. She just want to ask you for it. She just want to ask you for it. And that's the first test if you don't do it. If you don't do it, is she still going to deal with you? And if she still deals with you, then you know she's there for you. If she doesn't deal with you, well, then she's fucking with you. Hey, man, it's the rent today. It's something else tomorrow. Clearly, she's irresponsible. I don't know what listen, I ain't even going to keep going. Listen, man. You got to establish early on with a woman. This is not going to be a traditional relationship where you take from me. I want a relationship with a woman that's my partner, not a dependent. And if you can't be that, then we can't do anything together, because I don't just casually date. I want to date somebody that I can build something with. That being said, when we get to a point where we've been building with each other and we've been doing things for each other and we know that we really locked in because evidence has shown that we are, then it will be nothing for me to give to you and you to give to me, because we know that this is a real thing. But up until that point, anything I do for you shouldn't be something you ask me. It should be something that I just want to do out the kindness of my heart. And if you ask me for something, I'm going to start to feel away. But a lot of these bitches, you know, they friends tell them that, well, he don't really like you if he don't do nothing for you. All right. Oh, bitch, I did like you till you asked me for something. Not my job. Like, okay, bitch, so if I wasn't here, what would you do? All right, so your rent is due. You're short. Well, if I wasn't here, what would you do? Okay, bitch, how about you do that then? Act like I'm not here and do that. And you better not resent me for not doing it, because it's not my fucking job. Hey, bitch, what if I ask you, hey, bitch, I'm short on rent, you got it? You got it? This is what I don't like, right? I ain't saying a bitch can't ask me for nothing, but you should have more respect for me. Listen, I'm going to tell you, like, this is real shit. Women do not like to look. If a woman really likes you, she is not going to let you know she's having financial troubles. A woman who really likes you can be struggling and she will hide that shit. If she's openly telling you that she has financial problems. She don't like you. She's just trying to use you, and that's the con to use you. Because if she's really having financial troubles and she really likes you and sees a future with you, she's not going to want to look like she's irresponsible. She's not going to want to look poor. She's going to do everything to keep her front up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm dealing with a woman for a long period of time and she asks me some shit like that, if we on that type of time, all right, bitch, it's nothing. But you're not just going to ask me like that. If you're going to ask me for some money, well, then, bitch, expose your whole situation. Why you ain't got the ring? What happened? You're not just gonna, no. If you're big enough to ask me for it, then be big enough to explain to the donor of your situation what's really going on. So what happened? Like, why don't you have it this month, but you normally have it every month? Where did it go wrong in the finances, in the books? What did you overspend on? What did you undertake in this month in your business? Like, what's happened? Oh, well, I don't want to tell. Well, if you don't want to tell me all that, if you're not big enough to ask me for some money, but you too big and got too big of an ego to tell me what the fuck got you in this position. See, that's how the type of bitch I can't fuck with. True shit. True shit. Like, if you gonna ask me for some money, don't ask me on no casual shit. Bitch, you got to be ask me like, listen, I went to everybody I could. I don't even want to ask you, and I'll pay you back. Can you help me out with this? Cause I'm going through something. That's a type of ask I can respect. Not a bitch casually, hey, listen, I need this for this. I can't respect that ask. Cause now I feel like a sucker. I feel like a trick. I feel like you don't really need it. You just want to see if you can get it from me. And then you not putting no emphasis on it. You didn't even feel I'm such a sucker. You said I'm not even gonna give him a sob story. I'm gonna just ask the nigga for it. Ooh, you think I'm you like I ain't even finna put a show on for this. Bitch, put a show on for me. Put a show on for me. I need you to on your knees. Oh, I hate to ask it. Do that for me. If you want it for me, do it like that. And if you too big to do it like that, then you should be too big to ask me there. Yeah, I only want to be with a woman who's willing to build with me. And she ain't even got to be doing the same thing as me or even be building on the same capacity. But what you don't understand is an idle mind is the devil's playground. Any woman who doesn't have anything going on and just receives, becomes like a spoiled child. Your relationship is never going to work. Seldom will a woman just have a great life doing nothing. She has to be doing and building something. Happiness is found not in riches, but in the pursuit of a worthy ideal. Something that makes you build, something that makes you stretch, something that makes you grow. She has to be doing something other than just working a regular job and kicking back and hanging out with me, because those things don't stimulate her enough. So guess what happens? Her mind starts to wander to petty worries and petty problems, and she put those on me. So I would rather us build together, or something symbiotic between my business and yours, or maybe something that you're doing on your own. But you have to be doing something that we can both be trying to assist each other in to move forward, because that's where happiness is found. And you can never give your woman happiness. She has to get it for herself. And what did I just say? Happiness is found in chasing a worthy ideal in life. That's why these women could never be happy, because their only goal is to sip Mai Tais on the beach the rest of their life. You can't be happy doing it. Really read any literature, talk to any billionaires. You can't do it. It's impossible. So therefore, you're never going to be happy, and you're always going to blame the man for your happiness. So to combat that, bitch, we have to be building together. That's the only way we could be happy. And I'm the happiest with the women that I do things with, that I build with, because it'd be a grind, it'd be a struggle, it'd be some ups, it'd be some downs, it'd be some talks. And you feel better when you build a different bond, when you bond with a woman through growth. You're growing. I mean, even if you just go to the gym and get on a diet with your brother, you bond when you're doing things that build and stretch you to be better. You know what I'm saying? And a woman that just sitting around kicking her feet up, man, that's going to be the woman who you have the most problems with. The one that you buy her bags and you buy her this and you buy her that. And you just take her here and take her there. That's still going to be the one you have the most problems with. You would think that's the one you wouldn't have no problems with, but it just don't work like that. Everything in theory ain't right. What's up with the super chats tonight, man? Y'all need to come with some bigger ones. Alexander Pina. Just paying my respects to the game, guys. Shout out to you, Alexander Pina. Appreciate the super chat. Much love, bro. I really appreciate the knowledge. I'm out. Peace. Nah, man, I ain't gonna do the piss in the chair. I did that before. Plus, it's a little harsh for social media. I don't even really like saying that because it's not socially acceptable. There's some shit you get canceled for. But I mean, it's some real shit. Hey, sometimes you got to let not just a woman, anybody in life know. Like I said, it's like the bully on the playground. He only really bullied a person who don't fight back. And he know who ain't going to fight back. Even a person that can't fight, if they put up a strong fight every single time he fight that person, guess what? They just going to go find somebody else. And women are like bullies. If she feel like you a sucker, nigga, she going to treat you like a sucker. That's why I seldom do women even ask me for too much shit or even try to play me like that, nigga, because she don't think I'm a sucker. I mean, they don't try it. So if she think you a sucker, she gonna play you like a sucker. So sometimes you gotta let the bitch know, hey, bitch, don't let this motherfucking nice guy attitude fool you, bitch. You really don't know me. Sometimes I don't expose my hand to anybody, but sometimes I be thinking like sometimes, bitch, you kind of, I don't know, maybe I have to really let you know who I am for real. Let you know who I know. Let you know where I came from for real. So you don't ever get to thinking I'm one of these suckers and you got to find out the hard way, you know? DG Lambo, my guy, man. You know, he in the school, he in the game calls. Get in the game calls, weekly game calls. Get in the weekly game calls so we can really go deep on the subject I was just talking about without, I can't do it on YouTube, but get in the weekly game calls. Get in the weekly game calls. It's only $50 a month. Private weekly Zoom game calls. Get shows with your mouth closed. God, go get the bundle right now. For the next 6 days, every program, every book, every blueprint, every guide I've ever created for only $300. You got 6 days left. Get it on my site, GoldieRatio.com. Get it now. Get it now. That's a steal of a deal. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel creates vibration. So be on your highest vibration. It's a fact. And what you vibrate, you bring into your life. So what happens when the woman is always giving you a problem? She's always causing an issue. She's always asking for something. Guess what? Your vibration never gets to stay high. If I'm by myself, my vibration stays high because I'm doing all the things I want. I'm not irritating myself. So if a woman comes in, she has to be doing things that keep my vibration here. Otherwise, your life will start to deteriorate and you're wondering why. Well, you attract what you are. And half of the day, your vibration is down here. So now you're starting to attract that because this bitch always got something to say. She always got attitude. She always pisses you off. She always doing this. And I tell women all the time too, hey, check this out. Like maybe I am overreacting about this little thing, but it's easier for me to remove you from the situation than it is for me to change whatever makes me irritated about that thing. So it might take a lifetime for me to go into my subconscious and realize why this is such a big deal to me. But I could just remove you and then my vibration is back up because nobody's doing the thing that I don't like. So, bitch, you choose. Do I need to remove you or do you just want to stop doing it? Because either way, I'm not going to allow you to keep my vibration on that low level. So choose. You can continue to do it and I'm going to have to remove you or you can just stop doing it. Those are the only two options we got. But I'm not going to put up with it because I'm not going to be sitting here pissed off every day about something, knowing that's lowering my vibration. And if my vibration is low, I know what I'm attracting, other low vibrational things and circumstances into my life. This chosen one from the game calls is showing love. Appreciate the super chat. Sometimes I think, do people know this game at sky level, coming from one who made thyself a giant in both worlds, from teachings of vet guys in both worlds? It's never been televised. Never. This is something, it's a line in the book and I love it. He says, and it's just talking about how, he ended up being like a president or something big, not a president, but he said he was speaking one day to like a very few people and it was like hecklers in the crowd. And he stood up and he said, one day you all will have considered it an honor to have heard me speak. And that's how I be feeling. Every time I get chills when I read that. People were heckling him while he was speaking. And he stood up and he said, someday in the near future, you all will have considered it an honor to have heard me speak. That's how confident he was about what he was saying. He ended up being somebody great, and that's me. Someday in the near future, y'all will say, I can't believe we were able to get this game for free on YouTube and hear the game guy speak like that. It's coming. Afi with the 1999, my bro, man. Being an OG, I can say GameGod Goldie is a genius and wise beyond his years. I want you cats to realize all the information is needed. If you think you don't, I can say Goldie cares about you players for sure. You got a gift, G. Hey, man, appreciate it, man. Shout out to Afi, man. Go get his books, man. He got a lot of good game. One of the originals on his YouTube in the what you would call red pill space before they was calling it that. Man, you know, coming from you, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's funny too. He know my uncle, man. I didn't even know when I met him. He grew up and he said my uncle like lived like next door or something. You know. Is the right thing to do is give your girl your number and tell her to text me if she interested. I mean, you could do it like that, man. There are no rules, it's just frameworks. This is what I like. Personally, I like a woman to take my number. I like a woman to take my number. Because if she use it, I know she feeling me. I don't like to text a girl and maybe she just texting back because she bored or, you know what I'm saying? If I give her my number, if she go out her way to make sure she texts me, then I know we rocking. Like, I don't like the fake shit, man. Because, you know, you go to the club and get 10 numbers. Don't mean shit. Nah, baby, hey, hear my number. Hit me up later. You know, hit my gram. DM me. We put something together. Then I know, ball in her court. If she don't really like me like that, she ain't gonna do it. But if I got her number and I text her, she might text back just cause. Nah, I don't want that. I only want it if it's, I don't waste no time. Baby, you ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta like me. But if you do like me, here's my number and use it. I love telling a bitch my phone dead. Oh shit, my phone dead. You put my number in? I love to do that. I don't want a whole bunch of fucking numbers in my phone for no reason. I got too many numbers in my phone. I don't want an extra one that I ain't gonna use. On my mama, I do that same stuff. I tell the hoe I ain't reading none of that. Nah, bitch, I ain't. Hey, bitch, just get over it. Hey, my thing is like this. Most of the problems that you have with most women is inconsequential. Like, what are we talking about right now? Like, if it's a real issue that we got to get to the bottom of, all right, let's talk about it. Because obviously there's a disconnect. And this is what I don't like. Like I told a bitch the other day, I said, hey, yo, check this out. It's something that you do that I don't like. And you need to change it because it makes me feel a way about you. And I know you don't want me feeling that way about you. So let me let you know what it is that you be doing. And I'm letting you know that it does not make me feel good about you. And I know you don't want me to feel like that about you. So I would like for you to stop. And I'm letting you know, I'm giving you a forewarning notice of how you're making me feel. And you know, if you continue to make me feel in this way, what that's going to transpire to. Not only that, it is something that not only do you do in conversation with me, I've seen you do it to other people. And it is not a great character trait. So if you do it to me, I'm sure you do it to other people. And so I'm sure other people see it. They're just not going to tell you. But it's a poor character trait. And I feel like not only would it be beneficial if you fix it for my sake, because I'm not going to keep dealing with it. But if you fix that character trait about yourself, every other social interaction would be better because you're fixing where you're lacking as in character. That's a conversation I have with a woman, something that matters. But we're not going to talk about a bunch of bullshit that don't even matter, though. Because, bitch, you can't even get to the point of what you're upset about. It's here, it's there, it's here, it's there, it's here, it's there. And then tomorrow, you're not even tripping. So if you're not going to be tripping about it tomorrow, it wasn't even that big a deal. She shouldn't have brought it up today. Sometimes a bitch should just be like, hey, bitch, listen, just say, you know what? I love you, daddy. It ain't that big a deal. And I'll be like, cool. Let's go out to eat. Let's go, just come hang out. I appreciate that you stopped yourself, that you realize in the scheme of things that this is not that big a deal and we can move forward to bigger and better things, to things that actually matter. And all of this time and energy you're talking to me about this shit that don't matter, you could have been talking to me about a business idea. You could have been talking to me about that shit I was telling you about. You could have been talking to me about the credit guy who I gave to you to fix the credit. And we could have been talking about that right now. Something that's a building, not something that's subtracting. I don't like idle talk. I really don't. I promise you I don't. I don't even like when, like, sometimes I'll tell my woman, like, she'll say something about something she's seeing on Instagram. I'll be like, don't fucking talk to me about that bullshit. I don't care. I don't want to hear. Don't talk. I don't like talking about things that don't matter. There's so many things in the world that matter. You can talk to me about an idea. Talk to me about a book. Talk to me about a ideological, concept that you thought about. Talk about what you're trying to do in life. Talk about what you're trying to build in life. Talk about the dreams and the goals. Talk about the places we want to travel next. Talk about the next car you want to get. Let's talk about things that are building. Let's talk about things in the future. Let's talk about more. I don't want to talk about things that are of no consequence. That is why these women's lives are where they are, because that's what they fill their time and their day up with. Watching gossip, watching bullshit ass show. I mean, I went over a bitch house one time and scrolled through her Netflix, and I was like, oh, yep, this bitch is a loser. You're watching all of these fucking TV shows and short, limited series. Bitch, when do you have time to move your life forward? Oh, that's right. You don't. You don't. You do what you have to do to maintain your life, and then you go home and you watch TV. And then you go to the club, and then you go do whatever the fuck you do. That's why you're never going to get further in life. And that is why you need me, so I can point these things out to you. So I can show you, hey, man, you need to read this book. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to do, because otherwise you're just going to, and you know what? That's fine. If you want to be in this state that you're in, that's fine. But bitch, I'm not there yet. I'm not a billionaire yet where I can just be like, you know what? I'm going to just be fucking with a bunch of women who do whatever they want to do. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You got $200 million in the bank, and you like, you know what? These bitches ain't got to be building. They can sit and watch Netflix all day, and I can come chill with her fucker, chill with her fucker, chill with her fucker, chill with her fucker. That's cool when you there. I am still building in life. I don't have time to just chill with you, fuck you, chill with you, fuck you, chill with you, fuck you. Every amount of my time is worth something. So I would rather, if I'm going to chill with you and fuck you, once we get up done from fucking, we got to be going and doing the next move that's going to help us both. That's just where I'm at in life right now. And a lot of you dudes should think like that too. You niggas just running around acting like you Bruce Wayne. You niggas just running around acting like you a NBA star and got $100 million in the bank, and you just fucking these bitches that ain't doing nothing for you. Yeah, they can do that. They've made it. You ain't made it yet, nigga. And if you keep doing that shit, you ain't never gonna make it. Offie Kingdom International, put it down in her mind. Straight up. Straight up. How do you self-improve as a man, man? Give my millionaire blueprint. What is micro cheating and cheating to you? Yeah, what the fuck is you talking about, man? Next, she gonna want you to pay the car note. Yep. I don't like dealing with women who don't have much going on in their life, man, because it's a mental capacity thing. You're going to become at the average of the 5 people you hang around most. And your woman is going to be one of those people and the most influential person. So if she is a nothing and a nobody and doing nothing, and she doesn't see you as, oh, this could be a mentor and a partner and I can help grow with him, she's going to drag you down. Nobody's strong enough not to be dragged down by somebody that close in proximity. If you think that you can, then you must be a genius. And if you think that you can withstand the influence of people close to you, you would be Jeff Bezos. You would be Elon Musk. You would be way more successful than you are right now. You wouldn't even be watching this right now. You're not that. So understand that and curate the people who are around you, especially your woman. If she's a loser, man, doesn't mean she's always going to be a loser, but she has to have the ambition to want more. Any bedroom game tips to keep them returning? I mean, just make sure you put on, I just gave you one. Make sure she really likes you. Then you ain't got to do too much. Because everything you do going to be great to her. You ever had a woman next to you and she trembling? As soon as you touch her, you feel her trembling. She's trembling. She's so motherfucking turned on by you. That's how it's supposed to be. To keep her returning, it's not the bedroom, it's the mind. That's a fact, because the bedroom gonna get old, man. Just like you have sex with the bitch 100 times, it's whatever. She have sex with you 100 times, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be you that keeps her returning. Everything else built on top of that. And if all you got is the sex to keep her returning, well, now you're just a prostitute. Yeah, the bedroom could reach the mind. Yeah, you could fuck a bitch into submission, but if you catch her like that, you're gonna have to hold her like that, which means now you're exerting all of that life force, which is why I don't like to do it. Because if I catch you like that, I'm gonna have to hold you like that. If I catch you like this, then every time I do that sparingly, it's just an icing on the cake, and it makes that even bigger. But if you caught her like that, then that's all she want. And okay, yeah, that's cool. You could dickmatize a bitch, you can. But now that's a job, and you don't understand how much life force you give up every time you bust that nut. But if I catch her with the mind, ain't even touched her, ain't even sexed her at all, had a bitch 2 months, ain't sexed her at all, and she head over heels. She love my dirty draws. She want to do anything for me. She want to have sex all the time, but I tell her no, not yet. And she bringing me this, and she bringing me that, and she producing, and she doing all of this stuff because she's anticipating the dick. So then when I give her the dick, because she anticipated in her mind so much, it was better than she could ever imagine. And now I don't have to fuck her every time because that's how I hold her, because I hold her with this. I hold her with me. I hold her with being me. And it makes the sex even more great when she finally get a piece of it, because it's not so common because she don't get it all the time. See, in the game, man, a lot of times you wasn't even going to have sex with that. Man, I had a broad one time, and for like 3-4 months, I ain't had sex with her. Yet every single day, she went out and came back with something for me. How you do that? With the mind. And if I had to do it with the dick, man, I'd be fucking a bitch every day to try to keep the bitch there. No, I didn't have to. It was me. I caught her. Like me. She liked me. I had the mind. I had the game. I had the tools. I was that guy. So she was willing to every day run it in for 3-4 months. And then when I finally gave it to her, it was like, oh my goodness, all my dreams came true. But you don't understand too, a lot of times, man, a woman is just like a man. She just wants the dick. She just wants to see what the dick is like. Listen, I go out all the time. I have women. They have women friends. They talk freely. I've had my woman with a friend, a girl she met, girl be like, I'll bring one of my friends around and bitch will be like, man, I just want to fuck him. I know he probably ain't shit, but I just want to fuck him. Women talk like that. Women talk like that. I just want to fuck her. So guess what? He fuck her. They don't talk no more. But had they got each other's number, she was talking to him, went out with him, he didn't fuck, she'd have been like, I want to fuck him, I'm going to keep talking. Now she's more invested. Now she's doing, now that he string her along a little bit longer. Guess what? Now when he fuck her, guess what? She ain't going nowhere. Why? Because now she's more invested. So sometimes you give up the dick too soon, man. She wasn't invested. So she got what she wanted. But if you make her wait until she get what she want, guess what? She's more invested. And if you drag her along, sometimes you could drag her through some hoops and get some things. But even if you don't drag her through some hoops and get some things, she's going to be more invested than if she could just get what she wants the first night. Man, these women are a lot more like dudes than you think. And that's why you dudes get confused when you run a game, because you run a game on what all these dudes say, men are like this and women are like this. That's not the case. So therefore, you have the wrong formula when you're trying to run game on a broad. Kai W, welcome to player. Somebody just signed up for the yeah. Somebody said, how do you know when a girly face on you in the gym? I don't know what that means. How you approach a woman in the gym that been giving choosing signals? Nigga, walk up to her and say, hey, how have you been with the woman since Ho complained about you being gone from home too long? Because I was with my cousin and his wife called and he was like, where you been at? Why you gone for so long? Well, listen, that would never happen to me because it's already been established in my household that can't transpire just through my actions, through the respect, through the understanding I have with my woman. I do what I want, when I want, how I want. I walk out this door. I don't got to tell you where I'm going, and I'll be back when I be back. Now I'll tell you because sometimes I want to let you know, but that is a privilege, not a right. You will never ask me why I've been gone for so long. Now, if a woman does ask me why you've been gone for so long, it's gonna be in the form of a, "Daddy, I miss you. I want you to come back. How much longer?" Yeah, bitch, you better ask it like that, and I still might check it. Like, bitch, who you think you fooling? Oh, I know what you're trying to do. Don't worry about when I'm finna be back. I'll be back when you see me. But that's the only way she'd ask me. It ain't gonna be like, who you with, where you going. It ain't gonna be all that type of shit. It's just how I've established my relationship with the women that I'm with. I'm a motherfucking king around this motherfucker. Bitch, I really mean that. I'm a king. You ask the motherfucker, where you at? When you coming back? You're the king in your household. It is what it is. That's how you have that's how you establish things. So that's what it is. It goes back to the respect thing. Hey man, when you check a woman not even be able to put her fork on your plate and eat your food, when a woman knows she can't even take your phone off the charger without asking you first, it sets a precedent of respect to where things like you just asked me don't even come up, because you've already set a precedent of a level of respect. It would be too disrespectful to be doing all those things, and then when he gone too long, you be like, where you at? Who you been with for so long? And then at the same time, if you don't check it, like, hey, check this out. Don't ever speak to me like that. You starting wrong. I'm gonna hang up this phone and call me back and call me on a different type of time before we get into a whole, before this turned into something. Sometimes I'll do that. A woman will text me and I'll be like, you know what? You're gonna need to evaluate what you just said to me, because you talking to me all types of wrong. So think about what you just said and write it again. Shit. How do you know you been with a woman since y'all did a show together? Yeah, me and Afi, we did many shows together. We got one coming soon. Yeah, man, listen. You wanted to come over here. This is my home. This is my business. This is my sphere. This is my heart. This is everything that we do is nothing that you put together. It's all of because of me. Right? So you're coming into my sphere, my world. You don't come into my world and then get to trying to see to me to change something. You don't go to Walmart, put in an application and start to tell them, well, you know what? I think you should do this. And I think HR should be like this. And I think you should move the cash registers over. No, you came here and said you wanted to enter to this store, to this business, to this world. I didn't say I wanted to come over there and do the shit that you're doing. I didn't say that. You and that's fine. I'm not even going to down your situation, right? I could, but I'm not. I'm not even going to down your situation. But I didn't ask to come over there and be a part of those things. You're coming over here and being a part of these things. So if you're going to come over here and be a part of these things, understand there's rules, regulations, and guidelines that you have to follow, and you can't change them. And it's disrespectful for you to ask. Sometimes you got to wake these hoes up like, bitch, are you? All right. Sometimes you got to send them back to where they came from. That's the only way they're going to get the hint. Said, I know you have collaborated with Fresh. Yeah, that's my guy. Are you open to collaborating with Myron? Yeah, I would. Of course I would, man. But, he's so big now. It's like, I don't know if maybe I'll get there rising my ranks. So your game styles are different. Need to appear on Fresh and Fit. Hey, man, coming soon. I might be on Fresh and Fit coming soon. Yeah. What's good? I Googled ducks spending majority of the time on the ground, not using their wings. Meanwhile, eagles never leave the air, only to catch prey to eat. You hear that? Ducks spend majority of their time on the ground, not using the wings. Meanwhile, eagles never leave the air, only to catch prey to eat. That's the difference. And when you find an eagle and then find a duck, you will see the obvious difference. And in life, you see an eagle and you see a duck, you see the obvious difference. And once you find an eagle, you're not going to be able to stand to be around a duck anymore. Zay Nation, $4.99 credit game. Who to reach out to? DM me. I got you. I got a lot of people who got on some credit, and the credit's being fixed in record time. Had a baby on my girl, told her the truth, then she got pregnant. Pregnant with yours or with somebody else's? Know who you are, staying all business, then on principles and world stand up. Wants to listen on the phone for pickups and drop offs. That's funny as hell. How you start is how you finish. How you start is how you finish. And a lot of times I mash harder when I start and I ease up. Because if you ease up, you can't mash up later. Even in business, if you let employees come in, you got to be the hardest when they first come in. Because if you ease up, when you get hard, they're going to be like, where this come from? So a lot of times I like to be a little bit harder in the beginning. And then later, once you go through that, then I can ease up. La Fiesta, $9.99. I lost my dad and my girl left the next day. Fell into depression and lost my confidence. I quit dating, focused on personal development, got my credit up to 800 and just got in the gym, but still lack confidence. Yeah, well, that's because you didn't get in the gym. Getting in the gym would have been the first thing that you should do. Like, sorry for your loss. But I mean, your girl leaving is probably the best thing for you. Like I say all the time, man. Most, and especially like when you have a loss in your life like that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the comfort of our significant other to kind of coddle us through the pain of those things. But the best thing is to really just sit through that pain and become strong from it. So the fact that you now have some extra time, your confidence is gonna come when you change your body. When you look in the mirror and you look like motherfucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course you're not gonna look like that. But when you look in the mirror and you see your abs, you see your muscles, and you see something that looks good, and you're like, damn, I'm fine. Damn, I know women think I'm fine. Damn, I know dudes gonna respect this. They do another level for your confidence that no amount of money, no amount of credit score, no amount of reading will do for you. So what I would say is stay in that gym. Should do 2 a day, not to mention the endorphins, the health factor, the discipline that you're going to develop, the consistency that you're going to develop, the mindset that you're going to develop, on top of just the feel-good chemicals that's going to go off in your head is going to make you feel better as well. So, make sure you get your macros, though. Don't just be in the gym. Most of your body is going to be 80% diet. I hate to say it, but you got to say it. You got to get you a new broad. Hey, man, it is what it is, and it is what it is. Y'all want me to say some fake shit? It ain't never going to work. You ain't never going to turn that broad around. Only way you can have things the way you want it is get a new one that respect you on this level. Hey, man, you fuck that one up. We used to say it in the game all the time. Man, you ruined a good bitch. We used to say it in the game all the time. Hey, man, you ruined a good bitch. Hey, man, I done ruined a good bitch before. I've ruined a good bitch before. I ain't know what I was doing. I was lying. I wasn't keeping it 100. And I ruined a good bitch before. But guess what? Just because I ruined her don't mean I can't get a new one. Hey, she's ruined. She's damn as good. She ain't never going to see me the same because of what she's seen. And how I trained her, I didn't train her the best way. So guess what? She's damaged goods. So I have to get another woman with this new wisdom that I have, this new man that I am, this new man of honor and integrity that I am, and she will see me as this way instead of all the things that I used to do. And that will be a better relationship on better ground. Yeah, I wish it could have worked out with this one, but it's damaged goods. She'll never forget the things that I did that was flawed. It's not her fault, it's mine. Even though it's my fault, I still have to get a new bitch. It is what it is. Hey, man, you got to get a new bitch. Hey, man, that woman gonna caught you cheating. She can caught you lying. Can caught you on OnlyFans. Can caught you buying feet pictures. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never gonna respect you, nigga. She ain't never gonna respect you, nigga. Caught you at the motherfucking, caught you on Arrows Guide. She ain't gonna respect you, nigga. Better go get you a new bitch. Better go get you a new bitch, man. And tighten up, nigga. Man, I'm telling you, man, when I had the bucket and I flipped the S5 CLS 550, man, it was a dream. It was a dream. It was first rush, man. Me and the bitch, man, we down going to Vegas, man. Now we here, now, you know, pulling up. And then you get addicted to that rush. Then what's the next thing? Then it's got the Jag, and then the Range, then the BMW, then the Rolls, then the house, then the condo, then the other condo, then another Rolls, then the Rolls truck, then the bigger chain, now you buy designer. Now you know, I can remember my first pair of designer shoes, man. It was like, damn, $1,000. I don't know if I could do that. You know, and now this shit is like, you know, that's why you just keep climbing in life. Not to say that the materialistic shit means something, but, you know, in my mind at the time, it was an accomplishment, you know, because more money you was getting. And it just a worthy goal in life that keep you chasing, keep that energy in your heart, that desire in your heart. Whatever it is for you, man, you got to get one and chase that shit, because ain't nothing more fulfilling than accomplishing things that you said that you wanted, and you stretch and had to learn and grow and go through ups and downs to get it, and you finally got it. It does something to your self-esteem. It does something to your self-image. And it makes you know that you can do anything. If y'all ain't got no more super chats, I'm about to jump the fuck off. How long have I been on here? Let me see if I got some notes for y'all before I jump off of here. Kai W, a member on YouTube, he said, when it comes to training or land your structure, do you spend time correcting shit, or you take the fact that you gotta correct some? No. In the beginning, when she's brand new, yeah, I got to correct everything, because I don't know where she came from. Now, there's certain things that it's like, bitch, if I got to tell you that, you a lost cause, I'm not fucking with you. But some things, I'll give her a chance. Don't do that. We don't do that in this household. Don't ever talk to me like that again. Hey, check this out. This is how you need to move. Remember when you see me on the here, when I like, listen, you don't say you got to pee. You say, excuse me, I'm going to the restroom. Hey, listen, you a little too, hey, we don't do things like that. Hey, do like this, you know, and I'll correct in a firm and gentle way. But like I say, we're going to have plenty of misunderstandings before we have an understanding. But once we have a misunderstanding and we get an understanding, I expect us to not have no misunderstandings no more. Because at that point, it's a choice, and you're pretty much saying, fuck me. But I'm not going to be checking a whole bunch of shit multiple times, because then you're just saying, now sometimes you got to sit them down like, listen, I don't know, because this is the thing about women, man. And I hate this. Not all, but that's why you got to check shit quick and firm. A lot of women don't respect shit until you get to acting crazy. Until I cuss you out about it, now you heard me. Well, bitch, I asked you 5 times before real nicely, and you was just whatever. Oh, so you only hear it when I got to get to cutting heads around this motherfucker. See, you would think, bitch, I told you I don't like it. I told you that's not how we do things. I told you I feel disrespected when you do it. Please don't do it again. You didn't respect it when I did it like that. When I said, bitch, if you do it one more motherfucking time, pack your shit and get the fuck out. Okay, now you heard. But why I got to get to that, though? Because now I don't like you. I tell a bitch all the time, like, listen, what you don't understand right now is every time you do something I don't like, every time you irritate me in a certain way, every time you do that thing I don't like, every time you text my phone with some bullshit that's not even really a problem, but it's just a lot, you make me dislike you a little bit more. And all you're doing is each grain of sand of dislike on this scale every single day. Don't matter that we made up the next day, that you said sorry. That grain of rice of dislike is on the scale. And over time, you keep doing things and you don't understand the scale of dislike is like this. The scale of dislike is going up. And eventually you wonder why I just get off me. I don't want you touching me. I don't want you talking to me. I'm getting it. I got a quick temper with you. It's not because of today. It's because of over the months, all the times you kept doing the shit that I don't like. And now I just don't like you. So I got an attitude. I'm a quick temper because of all of this shit I told you I didn't like that you still did. Now I don't like you. There's really no coming back, bitch. In my soul, I just don't like you no more. In my soul. Bitch, I wish I did, but I don't. Because all of the things that you did every single day was dropping a grain of sand, a grain of rice of dislike in my soul for you. That's why it's dangerous for you to always be doing little shit that I don't like. And that is why, bitch, I try to sit you down and tell you. That is why I try to sit you down every time you do something and tell you, listen, I don't like this. You need to correct it. Because I know over a long period of time, I'm just not going to like you. And there's going to be nothing that you can do. You could be the perfect woman at that time. It doesn't matter anymore. You still did all of these things and I can't get over it. Javon Bellamy just got me in the building for a little bit longer. Appreciate you, man. $100 super chat. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all coming in with twos and fews when you get $1 million worth of game. Javon Bellamy coming through. Shout out to that guy right there. He said, when you were talking about running a good woman, what if I put 10 plus years in her and we have kids together? Do you think I can redeem myself? I would need more information, but I'll tell you this. Man, I would ask you this. That's why I'm saying this is a deeper conversation. It's like, well, what is the benefit of making it work with her versus finding another one? What would be the benefit of staying with a woman that you ruined by doing all this fuck shit when you could just go find a new woman that's going to respect you at this new level, and she's not going to have any of these things in the back of her mind about you that make it, even when she, you have a great day, but when she go to sleep at night, she think about that thing you did. She think about that. You know, why would you just want to get a woman who just see you as everything you are now? And if you're a solid individual now, you ain't got to worry about that. What I just say about all the grain and the rice, that little bit of dislike I get for this bitch every time she do some shit I don't like, she could be the perfect bitch a year from now. I'm probably still always going to remember depending on how bad it was. You know, bitches don't do too much shit that's that bad. It's just little irritations. But if you do some big shit, I know I can't get over that shit. Bitch, be 2-3 years from now, bitch, I ain't forget that shit that you did. That's why I can't fuck with a bitch who do no big shit. Bitch cheat on me, bitch, you gone. Because bitch, I ain't never going to get over that shit. But I would say this. I would think about it two ways. I guess you got the kids and everything. But why wouldn't you just get another woman? Why wouldn't you just get another woman? Man, can you not parent your kids properly by getting them half the time? Could you not have a good relationship with your wife if she was your ex-wife and still be able to come together? Probably not. So I guess for the kids aspect. But wouldn't your life be much better if you can go and find somebody that finds you, that likes you, you like them, and you start a relationship now as a solid individual, and you know that she's going to be a perfect person for you because you're going to be a perfect person for her? If you find, I'm not saying it's going to be easy to find, but I'm saying if you did find that, wouldn't that be better than trying to fix something with somebody who, unless you really like this woman for whatever reason, but it seems like you probably just with her for the kids, and that's not a good reason. That's a hard one. I would need so many different information about the situation. I mean, if she's a great woman, I don't know, man. For me, I just don't know. Because this is how I think about it, right? If a woman really likes me, I can do no wrong. I got some great women. Don't matter what I do, though. She ain't never gonna look at me no different. But it's because I'm 100 with everything. But it's never the situation is never gonna have to be redeemed because she liked me so much. I don't never have to redeem myself. Even if I do something wrong, I don't gotta redeem myself. Why? Because she likes me so much. It's not like, oh, he gotta redeem himself. I'm just glad he's here. So if the situation ain't like that with your wife, man, you probably didn't choose the one who liked you enough anyway. That's a deep question. Give me some more information, man. But, you know, unless she's just such a super, super great woman, there's no reason to ever try to redeem yourself. All that time and effort, man, you can use on yourself and in the next situation for the next woman. And that's why I say to dudes all the time, work on yourself, stay in the gym, stay eating right, stay building yourself, stay mind, body, and soul, stay being attractive, active and attractive. because a lot of times we're only hanging on to something old because we don't really believe we can get something better new. If every man felt like I can get out, I can stop dealing with this woman and I can go outside and catch 4 or 5 better women, nobody would be tripping off their ex. Or very few dudes would be tripping off their ex, and they would see their ex in proper perspective. We don't see the woman we got in proper perspective. You think she's better than she is. You think she looks better than she is. You think she has better sex than she is. You think she's a better person than she is. Because you ain't even really been outside. But if you knew you was Chris Brown, you could walk outside and go have a plethora of options. You would start to see a woman for who she is. Well, she's pretty average looking. She's cute. She's average. Is she a great person? I mean, she's a good person, but because most women are shitty, I guess I'll give her some points because she's not as shitty as most women. You know, we overvalue a woman that we got because we can't get more. But when you can get more women, you start to see women in perspective. You know, and if you was Chris Brown, would she have overlooked all the things you did? Probably would. So I would say, man, really just be working on yourself. Because that'll be a huge factor in the fact of her not even having to redeem yourself. You just becoming a better man, being worked out, being all the things you should be. That'll redeem yourself, and she won't even need you to redeem yourself because you'll just raise your status in her eyes. But I'm of the school of thought to fuck that bitch. Hey, bitch, I fucked up. It is what it is. Can you accept me back? I will change. And if you can't accept me back, I understand because I was wrong. But bitch, I ain't jumping through no motherfucking hoops. I told you I'm sorry. I told you I won't do it again. But if that's not enough for you and you're going to still be trying to treat me a certain way, I'll just go get another bitch who going to treat me how I am today. I ain't going to go through that shit. I don't deserve it. It is what it is. I'm going to give y'all a funny ass story right now when a woman went through my phone. Well, listen. First off, let me tell y'all something if y'all didn't know. Every single one of your women knows your phone password. Oh, you think she don't know? Every single one of your women knows your phone password. So, unless you regularly change your password because you know this, she knows your password. And please believe she's going through your phone. So you think she got an attitude for this thing? No, it's because she went through your phone, but she don't want you to change your password, so she can't tell you. On that drunk night, she got the balls to go through your phone. She been had your password. On that night, you was asleep. So please believe every woman that you been with has your phone password. Just know that. But anyway, what I was going to say is when I was like 15, 16 years old, I had a girlfriend. I was at her house taking a nap, woke up. I woke up, boom, with my phone. I'm like, what happened? And as soon as I seen my phone in her hand, she's like, really? Really? I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't live like that no more. Bitch, you go through my phone. First of all, you out of line. You know better. Don't you ever touch my phone. But okay, let's just say you go through my phone. If you wanted to see it, if you wanted your feelings hurt, that's fine. Oh, you want to cry about it? Well, go in the other room and cry about it or leave because your tears are irritating me. Nobody told you to do that. Lucky I don't kick you out for doing it. No. Your tears are irritating me. So either go in the other room or leave. One, nobody told you to do that. And two, you should be lucky you still here for going through my phone. You should have just left. So if you want your feelings hurt, go through my phone. I ain't lying about nothing. And guess what? If I was with Princess Jasmine from Dubai, I still wouldn't lie about nothing. You want to know why? Because I wouldn't be fucking with no other bitches, man. I'm going to get my bag. I'm going to secure the motherfucking bag, man. I ain't going to play with it. Yeah, man, you wonder why your bitch got an attitude and you can't figure it out why? Because she went through your phone last night, nigga. She got your password. She got your password, man. Yeah, she went through your phone last night. She don't want to tell you because, she know you going to change it and she ain't going to be able to do what she need to do. But yeah, she got your password, man. Don't ever think that they don't. Barry Jr. 4.99. Thanks for the gems, Triple G. You changed my perspective this year. I like who like me. Go buy a shirt. It's only a few left. I think we gonna restock, but as of right now, we haven't restocked. So just get whatever's left. I think it's only like 4 shirts left in the black one. It's still a few more left in a white and red one. I need to know y'all really wanted for me to restock. And anybody who bought a shirt, man, listen, I want you to wear it. I want you to take a picture. I want you to put it on your story, and I'm going to share you on my story. This shit ain't about the money. It's about the message getting out there. So I don't want y'all to just buy a shirt. I want you to buy a shirt, wear the shirt, show the shirt, and let me repost you wearing the shirt. Afi, shout out to you. Super random. Since ATL is a desired spot, you ain't meet no cold ass ones, chicks in the scenes worth keeping versus the ones in Miami. No, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't. But the two things about ATL. One, when I got there, that was when I just first got my son full custody. So I was a lot more focused on really just business, trying to make this content shit work before it was really making me money like that. I was really just focused on working, content, taking care of my son in this new transition that we was going through, taking him out of this, city with his family and just being with me. And then when I did start getting out, moving around, the club scene is kind of weird there. Hey, no, I guess it ain't weird there. It was just I was used to catching women at the club. Women at the club in Atlanta is like kind of like Miami now. You go out, every woman that goes to the club is already in a section. So it was like, okay, well, you can't really knock nothing here unless you have a table. I didn't know nobody there, so I wasn't really getting tables until later before I left when I started getting in tables with other people. So it was really, choose who choose me. So every now and again, women would come up to me and choose me like that. But that wasn't really my mission when I was in ATL. I was really focused on trying to make my content work. I was really focused on working, taking care of my son. And that was really what my mind was on. I didn't really have time for too many. And I already had a couple things. So I wasn't really in the mindset of, let me try to add new broads right now. But I like the women in Miami way better. Like, it's not even a question. Not even a question. I'm trying to get the GameGod $300 bundle. Can you tell me what's all included? Everything on my website is included in there except the mentorship. Every single thing on my website is included in the GameGod bundle. On top of that, it's blueprints in there that have never been released. 6 days left. Get your GameGod bundle. It's only $300. Every single book, every single blueprint, every single guide, every single course, even a GameGod mentality course, which is $150 on its own. All of those things and some is in the GameGod bundles, $300. You got 6 days left to get it. The price going back up to $7.99. If a woman's been in a relationship for 1 to 4 years but never stopped texting other people, what does that mean? Did she just not want to get rid of her option, or is not committed enough? She just ain't shit, man. She ain't shit and she don't commit, and you're not a big enough nigga for her to be like, I don't even want to risk it. But there are some women out here like, man, it's really in their DNA, man. I met a bitch one time, man, when I was a teenager. And then I thought about this later in life. When I was younger, she used to say shit to me like, my grandma told me that all men cheat. My mom told me, don't worry about these dudes because you can do whatever you want unless they marry you. There's some women who just are ingrained in them. They're never going to be faithful. They're never going to be loyal. They don't value those things, and it's just their mind, and nothing will ever change that, no matter how good a man is that they fuck with. But I say all the time too, if you were Chris Brown, would a bitch be texting other people? Really just think about it. When you're of so much value to a woman, she don't want to play with it. You're not that to her. And sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror. Man, I've done it many times. Like, if I go to bitch and be like, she keep on doing this. She keep on doing, oh, this bitch, she like me, but she don't like me enough. You know, and then a lot of times it could just be, you know, some bitches are just shitty and they just have a shitty way of moving in life, and how they move in life and what's normal to them just isn't normal to me. So it don't make it compatible anyway. But at the end of the day, I just say, bitch don't like me enough to change how the fuck she been acting the past 26, 7, 8 years. So I can't fuck with it or know what you got. But my thing is this, like, I used to be in a school, thought, well, know what you got and act accordingly. Yeah, well, man, I don't like to waste my time. So I used to say, oh, well, know what I got and act accordingly. I don't like to halfway fuck with a bitch. I do not like to halfway fuck with a woman. I want to be, if I'm fucking with a woman, I want to go all in. I want to give her everything. I want to take her everywhere. I want to show her everything. I want to boss her up to the next level. So therefore, I like to get tests done out the way early. Mash early, test early, so I know she qualified. Because I don't want to be sitting here for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months still trying to see if she fucking with me and I can't really do what I want to do because I ain't seen if she really, and no. I want to get it out the way because I need to know I'm either going to deal with you or not. I don't want to just have a woman that, okay, I kind of deal with. I'm not in that stage of my life. If I can't build with you, if I can't grow with you, if I can't really trust you to where we can invest and do things, big things together, then I don't want to do it. So, I mean, but you could, though. You could just be like, all right, well, I'm just fucking with her, but I know it ain't going to go nowhere. But what happens when you keep fucking with a bitch who got poor character that you know you have no future with? You know the dangers of that? One danger is you catch feelings for her. You become emotionally attached to her. So then when she leaves, it hurts. The other danger is, well, you still fucking that bitch. Now you put a baby in a woman that you know has poor character that you know you don't want no future with. So you got to be careful when you're dealing with a woman that you know don't really like you like that, but you continue to just deal with her just because. And a lot of times, man, you dealing with that woman just because is going to stop you from getting that woman that you wouldn't have been fucking with just because, the one that would have really liked you and had the right character and all the right things, because you spend all this time with this one. A lot of times that new door don't open till one closes. But you do what you want to do, though. There's two sides to it. Afi Kingdom International, man, that's some real right there. Great perspective. My God. Save this live. I don't know. I've been recording this one, man, so I might delete it and put it up. I don't know. If I get another $100 super chat, I'll leave it up. If not, I'm gonna just see like what the views do when I delete it and put it up versus just leaving it on a live. From Mitsubishi Mackin to Rolls Royce Mackin. Yes, sir. Did it. Mitsubishi had to hit the light for it to come on, and it was smashed in the front. I've been with my girl for 10 plus years, but I feel like she keep playing with my character due to my past. Yeah, and it's going to be like that, man. You got to boss. Listen, you got to boss up so heavy on a motherfucker that used to know you. It's like even in your life, like your family don't give you the respect you deserve until you really boss the fuck up. Your family don't give you the respect you deserve until they see other people praising you for what you did. Because all in the back of their mind, I've seen them grow up. I've seen them cry. I changed his diapers. So it's really hard for people who really known you for a long time to see you as something different. That's why I say all the time, man, when you want to be something different, you got to go somewhere different. It's already hard enough to be different. It's already hard enough to have new characters. It's already hard enough to raise your self-image on its own. But to be around people who always treat you and look at you and try to relegate you to who you used to be, it's going to be hard to be who you want to be. A lot of times you got to move away from shake the broad. Shake the broad, you know, because you'll even feel some type of way trying to be different in front of somebody who used to see you as a certain way. You feel like they looking at you funny for doing something new, and they might not even not, but that's just in your mind. So that's going to hold you back. Ain't nobody going to respect you until you get out and do something different. And a lot of times, man, you ain't going to be able to do nothing different around a person who's doing the same thing. The reason you are where you are is because you with that person. This kind of don't really all the way coincide with what you're talking about, but this talk about change. It's a reason you still allow her to treat you like you've been there, because you've been with her 10 years. And that would be a big hole if you stop being with her. You don't know how to reconcile it. She don't know how to reconcile it. That's why she's still with you too. All that fuck shit that you did and how she play with your character, because she don't really like you like that. But she's been with you 10 years. So what's she going to do? Leave you? Nah. Why? Because I bet you both haven't been working on yourself like that. Stay in the gym, my people. If you was just in the gym and just had a whole body transformation that was crazy, I bet you she stopped playing with your character when she know you could get better. If you started getting your money up and started doing things, I bet you when you start changing like that in a major way, she wouldn't play with your character like that. Women play with stuff that they don't feel like is valuable. They don't play with shit that's valuable. Now, granted, a lot of women can't recognize value when it's in front of them, but that's why the value got to be so super overly obvious. And then even then, sometimes some bitches are just slow, and it is what it is, and you just got to spin off on the situation. I lost family, I lost friends, I lost partners, I lost homegirl because everyone thinks grass is greener on the other side. But as long as you have a vision, you can always win. It's always best to lose people because the reason you stay where you are in life most of the time is because the people you're going to be the average sum of the 5 people you hang around most. Man, I didn't start winning until everybody was gone. I didn't start winning until I was by myself most of the time. And I realized it wasn't me. I always had this ambition in me, but I just relegated everything I was doing to everybody that was around me. So if you're in a stage in life where things are falling apart and people are leaving and your girlfriend's leaving and this person's leaving, even if it's your fault, that's the universe trying to call you up because they know around these people and around these things, you're going to keep doing what you've been doing. But now you might have some fuel to do something different and time to do something different. So look at it as a positive. All the greatest times in my life were when I was by myself. There's almost no way that I can see when I was with all my friends and all these people. It would have been too much negative chatter, too much distraction, too much. You know, isolation comes before success a lot of times. I'm gonna talk some shit, then I'll probably get off unless I get a big super chat. Let me see if y'all got any questions real quick. Jet Life producer Currency, Larry June, 50p, tap in with me. I want to use your audio on some of these beats as interludes and intro. Tap in. Let me know how we can make it make sense. Man, let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, listen, I've been trying to make an album myself, not rapping, but really just, you know how I do my videos anyway, and this little instrumental behind it. Except I want some cleared instrumentals. Back in the day, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher used to do motivational speaking over some music. I've been trying for the longest to put together a little mini album of all my best game, you know, little 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute tracks just over some beats. But as far as you want to use some of my shit on some interludes, man, let's do it. I'd love to do something like that, man. I love music. I love, you know what I'm saying? I love them artists you just mentioned too. So DM me on IG. That's the fastest way to get to me. Otherwise, you're going to run into one of my assistants on all the other platforms. I want to move on from my girl, but I be feeling like she's going to be on some petty ass shit. Hey, man, it is what it is. What I say. What did I say? What do I say? That is why I keep in mind when I'm with any woman, what I'm going to say and what I'm not going to say, what I'm going to hold to my chest, what I'm going to expose and what I'm not going to expose. Because I know one day when I want to leave, if she has anything on me, it's going to be ugly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, learn how to leave a broad. Got to make the broad feel like she left you. You know, you have to make the broad feel like she want to leave. That's the only way you ain't going to have no static. So, you know, learn the art of playing a bitch away from you. The art of playing a bitch away from you can save your life, can save you from the penitentiary, can save your enemies from having a drop on you, can save your job, can save a whole lot of hell in your life brought away from you and make her think it was her idea to leave you. Now, there's many ways you can go about it. Every situation is different. There's some staple principles on how to do it, but then you got to get creative depending on your girl and your situation. You know, as long as she feels like she left and she was the one who did it. Now, granted, I have had some bitches that ran off and then they was mad at me. Like, I'm like, bitch, you left. How you mad at me when you left? You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they're not going to be as spiteful and vindictive when they feel like they left and you didn't. So you can get creative. If it's like a certain thing, you know, if you said it to her, it would ruin the relationship. If you could disrespect her in a certain way, like, you know, if you act like you broke or, you know, you just got to know how your woman tick. And guess what? When you say whatever you say to her that you know gonna make her mad, when you do whatever you do to her that you know, always act like you're trying to get her back. Blow up her phone a bunch of times. Text her like, hey, you know, for a little time after that, so she still feels like she has an upper hand. Because if she just leave and you don't try to get her back a little bit, oh, it's gonna be a problem. She gonna be like, oh, this motherfucker think he's slick. No. You gotta act like you want her back. Blow her phone up. Be like, well, you know what? If you don't want to talk to me, shit, I'll leave you alone if you don't want me. If you want me to, you got to play them type of games, right? And then you in the clear. Then don't be trying to act happy for the next 2-3 months either. Because if she check your page and you looking like you having fun, nigga, please believe all that shit ain't gonna matter. Yeah, I left him. It don't matter. Fuck him. Tony J got wings, $10. P, can you talk about family members hating after bossing up, being unrelatable? They paint you as a villain, but you know deep down they're indoctrinated to this blue pill society. And it is what it is. It's part of the game. It is what it is. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna hate. They ain't hating, you ain't doing something right. If you want to be of the few, then the many gonna hate. Sometimes it'll be family. And if it is, then it is what it is. You got to just not be emotional about it. You just got to understand, like, it's part of the game. Think of the most popular people in the world. Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, Tom Brady. It don't matter who you name, any president. It's millions of people, tens of millions of people who hate these people. You can't be great without people hating on you. And hey, man, sometimes those people are going to be family. Most of the time, it's going to be friends because guess what? That hate, everybody got it in their heart. That hate is an identifier that you're uncomfortable. And that's why people who you were friends with hate the most, because when you elevate, it exposes them to themselves of what they could have been. And they can't articulate it. They can't emotionalize. They can't articulate why they're feeling what they're feeling. So they project it on you that you're making them feel that way. So they want to hate on you because you're making them feel that way. But it's really your success is making them feel that way because your success exposes why they're not successful if you came from the same place. So now they have to justify it. So now they're hating on you. Well, you did this and you did that and you did this because now they have to justify why you're successful and they're not. And so they have to find anything that they can point out that may be negative in their eyes to say that about you. You know, I can remember when I stopped being a hater. I was probably 15 years old. I was in high school. I had a friend. He was on a football team. Charismatic guy. Everybody loved him. Very popular guy. We were in class. And he made a joke. Whole class laughed. Whole class started busting up laughing. And I was thinking in my head, that joke wasn't even funny. And then I stopped myself and I said, you're a hater. You wish that you can say a joke in class and all the bitches and all the dudes, all the girls you like and all the dudes that you're cool with would laugh at your joke. So why are you mad at him because you didn't find the joke funny, but everybody else did? You're a hater. And you can never have something that you hate on. So from that moment forward, I was no longer a hater because I recognized I was hating. I wanted to be the person in class that all the girls was laughing at his jokes. All the dudes that I knew was laughing at my jokes. So instead of me just letting it pass, I had to comment in my mind like, that joke wasn't even funny. He's not even funny. Because I wish I was that. I wish I was in his shoes. And sometimes you got to recognize that in yourself, and then you can stop being a hater. And then you start applauding things. That's why I applaud everything, because you're never going to have what you hate on. Sometimes you got to tell yourself, nigga, you a hater. Sometimes you'll look at some shit, right? And you're hating on this motherfucker that you don't even know. You're calling it a scam, or you're calling it this, or you're saying they didn't buy this, or I hear so many things. And what you have to say to yourself is, what is the real reason that I'm saying this? The real reason is because I feel bad about my life because I don't have those things and I really want them. So how about I stop hating on this person for however they got them and put myself in a position where I could have them. You don't see somebody in a Rolls Royce hating on another person in a Rolls Royce. It's only somebody who doesn't have a Rolls Royce. You don't see somebody in a mansion hating on another person in a mansion. It's always somebody who's not in a mansion. You don't see somebody hating on somebody's girlfriend who got a girlfriend. It's always somebody who don't got a girlfriend. So a lot of the things that you hating on is deep down inside is something that you really want and you don't have it and you don't know how to articulate that feeling of, I really just want that. But guess what? You're never going to get it when you're hating on it because you're telling the universe that you don't want that. You can't get something you hating on. So congratulate it and say, I'm going to be there one day. Free game for your ass. This grill is actually like cutting my lips. Hold on real quick. Like the diamonds are rubbing up against my top lip. I'm Cash Fargo, Jet Life. I'm tapped in for sure. Tap in with me. I'm 100K up, style on point. Just got to get back in shape. Hard to do while being an OTR truck driver. It's possible. I got a lot of truck drivers on my program. Say about 1 in 5 get in shape, but all of them lose weight. You got to want it bad enough. And you got to want it bad enough when you actually see the value in your life. Hey, man, $1 million ain't going to do for your life, quality of life, what the confidence of having an unbeatable, unmatched, walk in the room, top 2 body, everywhere you go, body. It'll change your love life. It'll change your family life. It'll change everything about your life from the discipline, the consistency, how you feel, how you move. Confidence is everything, your self-image. It'll do more for you than if you got $2 more $1 million. I promise you. You know, get on my mentorship, man. We will go through it. Tell them they can't let her go to work and call another motherfucker's boss all day and comply to whatever is expected, then come home telling them no or dragging their feet about anything. I mean, my thing is I don't give a fuck what you got going on in your life. Around here is rules, regulations, and requirements, and you got to say yes to everything, period. Point blank, period. Yeah, whatever you're doing, wherever you're doing it, don't make no difference to me. Around here, you're doing what I want, when I want, how I want, and you should want to. Because it ain't like, oh, do this, do that, do that. Nah. Man, there's most of the things that I need done. My woman going to see it before I need it. And if I ask her, I just got to ask her in a calm way because she wants to do it. She wants to please me. She wants to be useful. It brings her joy to do for me. See, a lot of you dudes get it misconstrued because you ain't never been with a woman who really like you. It brings my woman's joy to be useful to me. It brings my woman's joy to rub my feet, rub my back. She loves to be able to cook for me when she does cook. She loves to be able to come lay down with me and do this. She loves to be useful. She loves to go out her way and help me with something. It makes her feel good and useful when she can show me something that I didn't know. In her heart, in her soul, it ain't like, oh, do this, do that, do that. She can't wait to be able to do something because she wants to, and it makes her feel good. It's like a mother mothering kids. Not that she mothers me, but it, like the feeling that a mother gets taking care of her kids. That's how my women feel when they can do things for me. It's not like, oh, I hate doing this. I wish I didn't have. It's I love to do this for this man. And it makes me feel good being able to do this for this man. And I want to do it for this man. That's why you got to get a woman who likes you. Don't play yourself out the situation. That goes to anybody. Maybe, yeah, but you know what? I used to be on that type of time. Like, bitch, do you know what you looking at? It's gonna be a long line of women that used to fuck with me that wish they still fuck with me because they acted just like you and didn't recognize what they was looking at. Don't blow your shot. Until I realized, well, that's just what a lot of women do. And if they were in a bad situation when you met them, it's because they make poor decisions. So it's like, don't play yourself out to this position. Bitch, you done played yourself out of everything in your life. You've played yourself out of everything good that you've ever had in your life. And that's why you're in the position that you're in right now. So for me to expect you not to play yourself out of this good situation, well, why wouldn't you do that? History has shown that you like to play yourself out of great things in life. So I could only expect you'll probably do it here. Now, I hope you don't, but it only hurts you if you do. So I guess we'll just ride this thing out as long as you with it. Me and my baby mom stay together, so if I shake, I'm gonna have to move in with my mom. I got the paper to find another spot. What should I do in this situation? Nigga, shake. You don't understand. Sometimes just the act of shaking brings other opportunities to the surface that you wouldn't have never had as long as you don't shake. Because when you shake, you're telling the universe that I believe that something better is out there for me. And as long as you stay, you're saying, and vibrationally in the match with saying that this is the best I can get. You know, especially if you with somebody that you don't want to be with and the energy is not right. And if the energy is not right, what your life going to be like? You got to get in a space where you can have your energy right, curate your own energy. That's why being by yourself, if you don't have the right people around you, is best. Because if I'm by myself, I can curate my energy in my sphere every single day to be at the highest level. I have the tools, I have the knowledge, I have the books, I have the practices, so I can curate my vibration to be so high that the universe can do nothing but match with that and bring me that same feeling in circumstances in my world very quickly. But if I'm around someone or people that I don't really vibe with and it's bringing my vibration down, it's going to be a lot harder to manifest something different in my life. So I would say get away from that broad as fast as possible. Did you talk to his ex? Who? You're in a complicated relationship. Here's the jealous type. No worries. You chose him, huh? He wouldn't have to leave you alone, huh? Didn't think he would be able to let you go, huh? Rory, straight up, man. Straight game. Which part? I know it's so much. Let me know. Rory, 9.99 straight game. Hey man, let me tell y'all. Nah, I ain't gonna give it to you. I will give you some straight game. Straight game on how to find a woman with great character. Because a lot of the things that we say about women that we don't like come from their upbringing and who they've been around. And a lot of the things that people say is a great feminine woman is from their upbringing and what they've been around and what they've been exposed to be regular. And there is a place, not overseas, that you can find women who naturally have most of the attributes that we say we want as men. Soft spoken, well mannered, respectful, family oriented, catering, a good person. There is a place. I'm not going to give it to you though. Some of my best bras have came from these places on accident. And then I started recognizing the correlation. And now that I think about it again, it's like, yeah, that's the type of spot you want to go grab you bra from for sure. For surely. Biggest advice on how to stay consistent eating right. Get a coach because you're not going to hold yourself to it. When you got somebody calling, hey, what you want? You got to check in with them daily. What's your fitness pal look like? When you got to come see that person or check in and show pictures once a week, you're going to feel bad. Like, dang, I know I ain't been on it. I know they're going to check me. Right. And then once you do something 2-3 weeks and you finally get in routine, one, you'll see the results, and the results are going to keep you motivated to keep going. So make sure you have the right diet plan. Make sure you have the right macros. If you're doing something every single day and you're not seeing the results, it's going to be very hard to continue. But when you see results that are inspiring, then it makes you want to do it more. And a lot of people got the wrong macros, so you're not seeing results. So it's easy to be like, well, fuck it. But if you just really seeing a weight change and you're seeing your body composition change week by week, it's going to motivate you to want to keep going. And then burning desire. You gotta visualize that body. You gotta ask, man, what's it gonna be like, man? How all the bitches gonna be on me? Man, my ex bitch gonna want me back. Everybody in my family gonna be proud. Oh, my son gonna be proud to look at me with these muscles. So you gotta have rewards as well. And then you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, look at this fat fuck. Look at this. This is disgusting. Why would a woman want to be with me? My bitch probably cheating on me because she gotta look at this every day. So you gotta use a combination of both. That nigga said, call me real quick if you can. I just went off on my woman after listening to you and Pim and Ken. I got hyped up. She used to really like me, but it went sour. I know the signs. Hey man, check this out. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna be so real, man. You don't think that I done blew up on a bitch before? And I'd be like, you know what? I overdid it. You don't think that I cut heads when I shouldn't have cut heads? We all human. And it's been times where I ain't have to get at her like that. But let me tell you something, and this is real talk. This is no bullshit. If me overdoing it one time was enough to blow a bitch, then she wasn't mine. It's that simple. She didn't like me enough. And if it wasn't now, it would be another time. Because we're all human and none of us are perfect and we all make mistakes. So if something I did could make a woman leave, she was never really mine and didn't like me enough, because it's some women that would never leave no matter what and would overlook a whole lot of shit. So if you got too hyped and you think you fucked it up, you didn't fuck it up. You just exposed a crack that was going to crack eventually in due time. So glad that it cracked now rather than you spend more time, energy, money, and built a connection that would have been harder to break. I can do no fucking wrong, man. And don't mean she wrong. I can just do no wrong. It's always another bitch. The next bitch is always the best bitch, man. I could get better. I could catch better. My life ain't predicated on the bitch, so it really don't make no difference anyway. Sin W 999. Shout out to you. Everybody don't cheat. Some people just want to stay single because they want to do what they want to do. So don't be a fool by other actions. If they wanted you, they would be with you. Facts. I've never lost a bitch worth keeping. Never will. The fuck you mean? Look at me. Look at me. They ain't never lost a bitch worth keeping. My life been getting better ever since. And you know what? My life usually speed up every bitch that I lose. I can't wait to lose the next one, because it seemed like my life always get better when I lose one. I always catch a better one. Why? Because I'm always getting better. I'm always a better individual. I'm always smarter. I'm always handsomer. I'm always looking better. I always got more money. I'm always doing bigger things. So therefore, I can always catch better. So whatever bitch I did catch, whoever I was in that point, I'm way bigger now. So I can catch a way better bitch now. So bitch skedaddle if you want to skedaddle. Don't make no difference to me. You just opening up space that I can have for the next one, the better one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been near bitch in my life. I swear to God, man. I really mean this. There's no woman I've ever had in life that I've looked back and been like, oh, that was a good one. I wish I still had. Never happened. Never. And I had some good bitches too. I had some bitches better than any bitches you niggas probably ever had that did a lot for me, helped change my life. Had some bitches that was fine. Had some bitches that, you know, had great connections with. I have great connections with most of my bitches, though. Most of the time, that's the type of bitch I fuck with. I have good connections with. And I've never been like, oh, I wish I had that bitch back. I've never said it. Never thought it. In my heart of hearts, when nobody's looking, I've never said that shit. I've probably almost always said, yeah, she was good, but this, that, and that, it's probably better if she's not here. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. I live in abundance. I live in abundance. Come on, man. Who, where, when, how? I've never met Princess Jasmine from Dubai that was paying for everything in my life. So I don't know where the bitch is that I needed, that I'm mad I lost. I ain't met her. Since I started watching you, I started letting bitches go like dubs. I swear to God, especially because I be elevated. Hey, man, because no, when you started listening to me, you started recognizing what's valuable in a bitch, and you realize a woman that's not bringing value ain't, if you can't tangibly see the value, she ain't bringing no value. You started listening to me, you started having some more respect for yourself, and then just let bitches come in and do whatever and talk however. When you started listening to me, you started recognizing, hey, man, a bitch got to come over here and she got to do something, and fucking and sucking me ain't doing something. You know, when you started listening to me, you started recognizing that men need to start to have some standards, and you started having to hold a woman to a standard. And you realize most of them don't meet the motherfucking bar. I'm doing God's work around here. I'm gonna make a dent in the universe with this game. Pay your tithes, man. Go get a product. Go support the movement. Give a super chat. GoldieRatio.com. Get some more game. Get some real game. Get the mentorship. Get in my $50 weekly calls. And I'm going to do something real big for y'all soon, too. Ain't no way it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Man, what time did I get on here? All right, I'm about to jump off. I ain't know it was 1 o'clock in the morning. Don't know how long I've been on here. I don't know. Let me know. I don't know. I might take this down. I might take this one down. I'm not sure yet. Before we leave, though, before we leave, I'm gonna book a game. Let me do something from the book of game. Book of game. Excerpt from the book of game. Game your fathers to taught you meditations. If you don't know and have never read a book of meditations, first of all, culture yourself. But all the philosophers write a book of meditations. It's just different thoughts and compiled journal notes. Each page is a completely different set of game that doesn't necessarily relate to the next page. So each page, almost 300 plus pages of individual game. Each page is its own piece of game. All right, I'm gonna read something, then I'm gone. I need an outro. I'm gonna get an outro going in a minute. Let me see. This one's a little too long. I don't want to read that one. Okay, here's one. This one is called Pray You Never Find This Love. Otherwise, you'll need rehab. I said it before. Anything good to you doesn't mean it's good for you. The woman you are obsessed with, the one you think she fine, the finest you've ever had. Her sex good. You want to see her every day, and you neglect your business for her. You neglect your workouts for her. You neglect your diet for her. You neglect your kids for her, and you spend money you don't need, and you spend money you need to save for her. You drink too much with her. You smoke too much with her. You know she's ruining your life, but like a drug, you can't pull away. She is your vice, and it would hurt not to be with her, but it's going to ruin your life being with her. You need rehab for this broad, or you're going to ruin your life. Pray this type of love never finds you. Has anybody ever had that experience? I'm going to read it again. I can't read with these glasses on. Pray you never find this love, or you need rehab. I'm going to put the black ones on. Yeah. Pray you never find this love, or you'll need rehab. I said it before. Everything good to you ain't good for you. That woman that you're obsessed with, you think she fine. You think she the finest woman you ever had. Her sex good, she a squirter and a creamer. You want to see her every day. You neglect your business for her. You neglect your workouts for her. You neglect your diet for her. You neglect your kids for her. You spend money you need to save for her. You drink too much with her. You smoke too much with her. You know she's ruining your life, but you can't pull away. She is your vice. And I know it would hurt to be away from her, but it's going to ruin your life if you stay with her. You need rehab for this broad or you're going to ruin your life. I pray you never find this type of love. And you know what the rehab is? Watching my videos every day and getting on a private call with me. DM me calls right now. Get on a private call. Let me know if y'all felt that. Nah, this some real shit. You know that bitch ain't no good for you. All you do is smoke with her, drink with her, have sex with her, go out to eat with her. You neglect your business. You neglect your alone time. You neglect your kids. You neglect this. You're not on your diet. You spending money you shouldn't. You know that your life is going down or at least plateauing with her, but you won't stop dealing with her. Why? Because you built a bond with her. And so it's going to hurt not being around her. But you don't know you about to ruin your life. Keep on fucking with her. Have you ever been in a situation like that? I bet you 80% of you are in a situation like that right now. I said it before. Your life ain't going to be great with the woman of your dreams. Your life is going to be great when you find the woman who you are her dream. Somebody said, yup. Has anybody had a woman like that where they know she's no good for them, but she's good to them? Everything you like about her, everything is good about her. You can't pull away, but you know you should. And it's ruining your life little by little. Death by 1,000 cuts. You ever heard that? Death by 1,000 cuts. So subtle. Little by little, you wasting that time, you neglecting your responsibilities. And in the short term, it doesn't look like nothing, but over the long term, you fuck your life up. All right, I'm getting off. GoldieRatio.com.